that. Did we leave off on a new day? Or a new night?
What happened?
It's the 6th.
Right, but
it's the, well, okay, I don't think we resolved the nighttime because the spider was crawling around outside. Yeah, I think that's where we left. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's
okay.
the night. It's the night at the 6th.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, you left at what?
There's a creepy plant possessed or a
Bear.
All right.
Not spider.
Yeah, bear with plants coming out of its brain, wandering around outside.
A bear.
Sounds like something I get to hit.
Okay.
Do I cast Speak with Plants, Speak with Animals, or Speak with Dead?
All three.
Look how dapper he looks.
So dapper.
Oh, how cute.
And with how slender he is, it's like almost like he's wearing like a little shoulder cloak instead of a bandana.
He's like, what are you doing?
He's an aristocrat. Aristocrat.
No. What? That's what I was for.
How's the music sound, gang?
Electric, but we can hear it.
Like, is it still tinny?
Yes. Yes.
How about for you, Sid?
He might not be able to respond.
Dylan, does it sound okay to you, or is it tinny?
It definitely sounds like it's playing in the room.
I have no idea what you just said.
It's definitely playing. Is what it sounded like you said.
Okay. Hey, John.
Hey, sorry. Just joining from my phone.
What?
Very muffled there, John.
I said I'm restarting my computer. I'll be there in a second. Just joining from my phone.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we didn't happen to get like a set of full play, did we?
No, we did that back in Kugane when John or Kevin got his full plate. We also said that you could get one.
Oh.
I just turned it like one click.
Yeah, I think we just had to remember what the cost was.
It's the price.
I'm good for it. I can pay it.
Are you sure? You have 50 million gil?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was just. Do you think it just said whatever PHB price was? Like it wasn't anything fancy.
I totally just saw some Sid right there wearing glasses in his car.
Yeah, I just literally.
Are you headed home or are you headed to work?
I
You're at work. Okay.
don't have to go in until 11:45. Yeah.
So you drove there so you could chill and play D&D until you have to work?
Well, it's only like a 15-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
That's
not
the
too
best way to do D&D. And be disturbed.
Okay.
You guys are fucked now. You guys gotta make dex saving throws against me.
So I don't know what's up with that.
When I heard the playback at home, it sounded fine too.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like, but it's not just her. Like, who else also?
Well, I think Sid does too.
Yeah.
It could be an East Coast.
Oh yeah.
How easy was the Linux thing looking?
I haven't done it yet.
Let me try.
It looks manageable.
Yeah. What's
I'm
up?
gonna try from my phone again because I'm not 100% sure, but I think y'all sounded fantastic on my phone. So I'm gonna give that a try. The music and the voices.
So you're gonna do your phone instead of being at your computer?
I'm just gonna try it and see how it sounds. If it sounds better, then I'm gonna stick with the phone.
And then we figure out why. But we have some promising leads on. Okay, go ahead. And then we'll get started.
Yeah, I think after level 12.
You're level 11.
Yeah, no,
push it.
I'm saying I think after level 12, I'm gonna start going into fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does Gunbreaker not get fun stuff out of that?
Well, no, I mean they get like okay stuff, but like the level 14 ability for my subclass is really, really underwhelming. And Heart of the Vanguard is fine. I can't be charmed or frightened, which like that's probably a good thing. But I think I already have advantage on that because of my race.
Okay.
That's a fair point, and it's like very few things match a 2-level dip in the fighter.
Correct. And I think I might pick up a third for subclass. Throw on a battle maneuver in there with all my other dice that I stack on top of each turn.
On Baldur's Gate, I think I'm going to go 2 levels in the fighter on my Barbarian.
The best call. Action surge, maybe.
Just go champion, so that way you get more crits frequently for that brutal crit. Though, actually, I think if with leveling out at 12, I think you brutal crits at 11, so it might not help.
Jess, does it sound better?
It sounds way better. I can hear the music so much clearer. It doesn't sound tinsely at all.
So it's got to be some of your computer then. It's got to be something with your settings.
Must be. So
Anyway.
what though?
I don't know. But do you want to switch back to your computer, or are you just stay on your phone?
I stay on my phone.
Okay. We do have some leads on ways that I can get it so I can stream it from my tablet directly into Discord so that we can hear it and you guys can hear it the same way. Working on it. Not there yet. What was that?
That was John.
Downboard. Okay. Is it a little warm or is it just me?
It is very warm.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try me here. And close the screen. Thank you.
John, what's your health at?
Looking it up 1 sec.
John, you better tell me.
126.
What the fuck? How am I at 107?
Because
I think you missed a level's worth of health things. I feel like you were at over 100 at like level 9.
Yeah, and I also get there's a bonus to my racial. I think I get +1 per level or +2 per level. I forget what it is. I feel like it's +1.
you're going to hardy.
+1 per level would put me at.
It's either +1 or +2. It's a racial trait. I forget what it was.
I mean, +2 per level is insane.
Nothing really gets +2 per level apart from
It has to be +1.
I think like a couple subclasses in Astrolution.
I'm taking
Yeah, I'm
it.
pretty sure it's like I said, it's probably +1, but I couldn't remember.
I must-
the Rogadin
I
race.
must have missed a health roll because I'm at 107 and I'm a +4 to my con.
Yeah, you were always the highest health.
It sounds like you missed at least 1 level. Did you level up to 11 yet?
Yeah, I just did. I was my health was sitting at like 96, and I rolled a 7 on my health, so I'm at 107. But
So you probably missed 1 level's worth.
okay,
I think you might have been looking at an old sheet, because I would have sworn you had already breached 100 health last time
I feel
you
like
were
I had
here.
2.
Yeah, because I remember the endless jokes of Omega hitting over 100 and Millie's still sub 40.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put myself at 120 then. We'll put myself just below John.
I feel like I'm in a club in the early 2000s.
Oops, sorry.
Wild.
You gotta finish the MSQ. I really enjoyed it.
That was the last of it.
There's a little bit left for the in January, the last part of this patch they'll put in after they reveal stuff for the expansion. But they did like an entire mini story between patch 0.1 and now 0.5. It's
more
disconnected from the expansions. It's like it's an inner story. So you know how like with Heaven's Word, we got patch 3.3 that concluded Heaven's Word, and then 3.4 to 3.5 that was into Stormblood. Same thing when they went to Shadowbringers. Same thing when they went to Endwalker. Well, since they concluded the story in
Endwalker.
base Endwalker,
Yeah.
then that means that all of those patches are their own story.
Right.
And it's just in those patches, and then when that's done, now we're going to the next expansion that starts the brand new story.
And that's the January thing?
That's in June, but January is the end of this one.
Okay, so the whole Zero stuff. That's okay.
I'm hoping it sticks around.
definitely got a lot left to do on that. Because I think I only beat the second of the 4,
That
5,
sounds
4.
correct. I think you're good.
I know, yeah, it was the hair one.
Yeah, you got a bunch left actually. Okay, so let's get started. Last time you started divvying up the loot that you earned from defeating the Kaiser Behemoth, and you found a treasure coffer that had been unearthed from whatever laboratory this was. Had a whole bunch of good stuff in it, but apparently the researcher who originally put it there didn't think it was so good. More for you. And then you went back to Idleshire for a little bit, collected yourself, rested up, talked to people like Rowena, and said goodbye to the Great Azuro! Exclamation point. And he went off to learn an easier meteor spell from some red chocobos in Dalmasca. Good luck. And then you all decided what you were going to do, and it sounds like you're planning to go to the Great Google Library and find out what's up with Len Fifi. But it's going to take a little bit of time to get there, as you're traversing your way through the Dravanian hinterlands. I keep doing that. The Dravanian hinterlands. On the upper section this time, you've passed by St. Mosian's Arboretum, and continued further than you've been to this point. And you spent the night camped out in an old ruin. And while it was more or less safe and uneventful, it seems like there is some big creature sniffing around outside. And it looks to be a bear with all kinds of plant growth coming out of it. Maybe it escaped from the Arboretum when you guys left the door open. Could be.
Check it out. Sounds like something really good.
You weren't even there, but yes. Whatever your hair is doing right now looks good on you. Good dig it.
I woke up.
No, that's a good look.
That's the first step of the day.
The elegantly disheveled look is good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that, you guys are not in the middle of a fight, so I should not be playing this music. That's also wrong.
Sounds like we won, baby.
Yes.
Also, I just want to say that we're getting like a lot of if I talk, I can hear myself coming back at me.
Let me see if I talk. I can hear myself. Nope, I can't hear me.
Is it just Dylan?
I don't hear any feedback.
Echo cancellation on your end then, Dylan? Because I think you already have that turned on our end.
Well,
Yeah,
think
'cause
it's-
I don't
think
hear
echo
myself.
cancellation's only for whatever's inputting the sound, right?
Yeah, so he probably was through.
No, I thought it meant though, because, okay. I mean, he would be hearing himself through our microphone. Is what I
Okay, let me
was-
try again. Talk louder. And yes, to people, something. Yeah, I can't hear myself at all.
And we don't hear any echo when Dylan talks.
So it sounds like it's on your end, Dylan.
Alright. I'll try to figure it out.
Does it look like
I'll try to figure it out.
No.
Frozen?
It was delayed.
Is it moving at least?
No. It briefly did.
Okay, I'm gonna go minimize that window and then just leave it up like we have it here.
Yes.
Because that usually seems to work. Yeah, that seems to be fine. So, right. Okay.
Are we still moving and grooving on everyone else's end?
Ooh,
Good start.
nat 20. Rolled a nat 20.
I am planning on playing Cyberpunk at some point. What were you rolling at 20 for?
Because I could.
That's a good reason. Alright, so who is awake? Remind me.
Not me. He's reading a book. So he
Yeah, I'm awake. Sid's awake.
Yeah, who was the one who saw the spider?
I believe it.
Or the bear.
I think.
I saw, woke up, said.
Well, because it was the bear thing was there and then left. Because you woke up Sid and Cosette for their shift.
Oh,
Oh, I remember waking up Sid for the bear.
Yeah, because you had popped your head out the door.
Yeah, and then I closed
We
the
had that
door
talk.
and then was like, hey Sid, there's something weird outside.
Yeah, that's
I guess it hadn't left yet.
I think we just kind of like melded the shift change into like me talking
Yeah,
about
because
the
you
bear.
specifically stayed up late, as in not long
Because he was
resting,
reading.
to get your book, to get the double reading in.
Yep. Okay, so you're still awake then?
Yeah,
And
reading and I think setting cassette.
Sid and Cassette are awake.
So,
All right. So, what are you, the three of you doing at the moment? Okay.
So journally would be, because I did last week, or am doing last week.
If it's Mike, he requested. If it's him, he said he would just do this week and next week together because he won't have time to do it this week and he might have to bounce early.
Yeah.
So he'll watch the video and do the two together. Which I'm fine with.
Have we identified distance?
We can't hear you. You're super muffled now. You sounded okay earlier. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know.
Still nothing.
I mean, there's
Well,
something
sound,
muffled.
but yeah.
At least it's not robotic like last time.
Oh, that was, yeah,
A little bit better.
tiny bit better.
Not really sure what happened. Do you have like headphones for it? Like a
Yeah, I can do it. My Bluetooth headphones. One more time.
not sure what you just said. I think I
She's gonna
heard
try
you.
her headphones. She said, "Give her 1 sec."
Okay, okay.
Oh my god, so many tech issues today.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Check 1 2. Yeah, now I am hearing my voice.
What?
Yeah. There's like a delay.
Is the internet just shit tonight?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it'd be the
Oh,
internet.
Or like
it's gone.
shitternet, am I right?
Now it's gone. It resolved itself. How? I don't know.
You're right,
This
Will.
thing on?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah, because we already got echo cancellation on, so.
It literally just resolved. I don't know what happened. Oh, but now it's off again.
What?
It's so weird.
Dylan,
worry about
do we
it.
still sound? Are you still echoey for us?
Am I still echoey? Is a good question. It's not as loud.
I really
it-
have no idea what's happening.
No
Either we
worries.
turn that down slightly, or we put like a screen in front of that. So I don't know. Maybe move it more towards the center of the table, so it's blocked by your body.
Oh, you know what you should do? Switch the button at the bottom, turn it to solenoid instead of the other option, which I think is figure 8.
It's on Omni or Cardioid or
Yeah, just click the button once.
It's not a click.
It's a slider.
I'll slide it the other way. Because basically what
So-
it's gonna do is it's gonna stop it from picking up from the other side.
Okay, so.
Now you guys talk.
Testing.
Yeah. Can everyone on the table talk really quick?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, that's better. It's not picking up the back sound as much, so it's a little bit more muffled.
Okay. We'll give that a shot. Okay, so Jess, you want to try talking?
Clearly she doesn't.
Okay.
She's muted right now. So.
Okay, for some reason, my Bluetooth got set up connected, but the sound from my phone was I don't know what.
I think you might need to switch back to computer because you sound so muffled right now. It's like you're underwater.
Yeah, switch back to computer.
Sorry.
Let's give you musical subtitles.
Musical subtitles?
Like music swells.
Oh. Okay, so anyway, Sid, what are you doing? And Soul, and when she rejoins, she can tell us what she's doing. Let's just get started.
This one, I'm watching the door being here.
Can you turn him up a little bit? Yeah. Okay, well, can you turn that one up a little bit then? I guess the main speaker.
I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. Is that fine?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, say something again, Sid.
No?
Can you say a sentence?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Just pretty much being careful.
What do you say?
Careful by the door.
Yeah, be careful of the door.
Careful of the
Careful
door.
watching the door.
Okay. Doing anything?
Yeah, reading my tome and trying to like half keep like an ear and eye on the door, but I know that Sid's got it, so I'm gonna be like.
It's like you're trying to read, but you're very distracted, but you're trying to read.
Yeah, so I have to keep reading the same paragraph over and over.
It's like to win friends and influence people. I've already read this. Okay. So, is there anything that you want to accomplish during your night shift, Sid?
For once, no, I don't have anything at the moment.
All right. It's a weird feeling when you're like, I don't have anything to do. Yeah. Okay. So we'll wait for Jess to get back, but in the meantime, can you roll a d20 for me, Sid?
Second.
Did you bring dice with your car?
I do have dice with my car. It's probably easier for me.
Yep.
Awesome.
This is our sixth night traveling, right?
Yes. We did the Druid Grove the night before,
Okay.
and now the ruins.
Why do you ask?
Just keeping track.
Fifteen.
15.
Nice.
Nothing happens. Okay. Do you have the door open a crack so you can keep an eye on the flower bear?
I do. Soul's still awake, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I'm just reading in like the back of the ruins, I guess.
Soul, did it seem like it wanted to come toward us?
I don't think it saw us. It seemed like it was pretty preoccupied with something out there.
Is that better?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
so much better.
You sound
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back on my PC.
Okay. Did you turn it down?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, we could turn her down because the other's just. It's fine. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
thought so.
So, did you hear what Soul said, Sid?
Yeah. Looks like something that we might have seen at a building that we were at when we first came here.
Is it friendly?
If what we dealt with is any indication, I would say no.
That makes sense.
I mean, back then it was a spider. So this is a slight improvement.
I guess maybe if we just stay quiet, maybe it'll move on tonight. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get much sleep. So
Join the club.
Let me check on something.
Is that Jess or Cosette saying that?
Me, Jess.
Yeah, it's too fast for cassette.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, while you're watching the flower bear, you see it like sniffing around the grass, and then you see very quickly it just lunges forward and grabs something in its mouth. From this distance, it appears it grabbed a snake, and it's now like trotting off into the distance with the snake in its mouth.
Does a Care Bear stare?
Can I make a check if I know what that is, since I'm native to Eorzea?
You may.
Okay. Should have done this earlier, my bad.
It's okay.
Okay. And that's with proficiency, right?
Well, this would be nature check, right? I mean, do you have proficiency with nature is the question.
I do.
Then yes, you would add your proficiency. I see, Mike.
So I see two numbers. Do I just add the number that's in the skills for the skill check, or do I add that as well as the proficiency bonus?
Okay, so when you're looking at your skills, this will help. You roll the d20 and add only the number in the box listed by your skills. So that already includes your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So for
So
you,
I
it's a
roll.
4.
So it's just a 12.
A 12 total?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this very much looks like grizzly bears, which are somewhat native to this region, but this is heavily mutated.
Okay. Oh no. My fellows? This is bad. That is... It looks like a grizzly bear, but its face looks like it exploded with nature. That's not normal.
No, it definitely doesn't strike me as
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
I will say that the plant spider in the Arboretum definitely was a bad thing. This one seems to have found something, and seems to be so that's a plus.
I wonder if it's part of a carnivorous plant, since it seemed to have eaten something.
Maybe it's a carnivorous plant and a carnivorous.
Could not hear you. I think your phone's too far. We couldn't hear you.
Carnivorous plant. Better?
Yeah, better.
A carnivorous plant and a carnivorous animal together. That does not really bode too well.
Oh, I wonder if it's part pitcher plant. That would be so fascinating. They don't chomp? Well, no, because they don't chomp on things. They just wait for things to come to them, and then they just like get all gnar with its juices, you know? But since it's part bear, oh, I wonder if its pitchers have any teeth.
That sounds horrifying.
I think this confirms that Cassette was the weird one in the barracks who had just a bunch of carnivorous plants next to her bunk while everyone else had normal plants.
Yeah, she's not very bright, but sometimes she finds some interesting stuff to read in a book.
Okay. Well, as far as you can tell, it seems to have RUNNOFT into the distance. Sorry, I just watched Our Brother Where Art Thou recently.
Such a good movie.
Mm-hmm. I am a man.
John Goodman did a great job as the Cyclops.
Everyone in that movie was great. So anyway, Cassette, roll a d20. You're gonna be tired tomorrow.
So it's just flat what the number is?
Yes.
Okay, 19.
19. The cloudy sky appears to have dissipated. The clouds, a slight breeze blowing the clouds away. As you see the sunrise cresting over the horizon, you see that you can see blue in the sky, as in it's not completely covered in clouds anymore. Still clouds there, just not completely covering it. And you have a feeling that it probably won't rain on you today.
It doesn't smell like rain, but she just like looks way, way up, and her pigtails are just dangling almost all the way down to her feet.
A bird
But
shits
it-
on you.
Don't you dare.
Just kidding.
So she's still looking up and she's saying, it doesn't really look like rain either. Not even from the distance. Oh, that's such a pretty sunrise.
Okay.
At least it means we should be able to travel pretty easy.
And with that, it's morning time. Everybody can wake up if they'd like, or finish their reading. Yeah, I agree. Okay. As it's morning time, and you're all huddled inside this ruin, slightly damp ruin, but you're mostly dry where you are. And the bear plant creature thingy doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby you at the moment, at least from initial glances. But surprise, you're surrounded. No.
There's 19 of them.
Yes. Close. There are 20. What do you say? Yeah. Brought their kids. All right. So, now, where do you plan to head? Because where you are currently, you're basically smack dab in the upper middle section of the Dravanian hinterlands. If you were to continue, there is somewhat of a fork ahead. There is a fork leading to the low ground, which somebody said something about a hidden area last time. I don't know, Tavi might know about that. And then there is an upper section, which is your path towards the Great Google Library. So, where are you headed?
I don't think Tavi told anybody about
That's why I mentioned it, because I'm assuming he's going to say something, but he might not.
Sorry, what do I know?
The location of Matoya.
Because X was talking to you.
And X told me what? Like, if I wanted to meet her, it's whatever.
You have to find an entrance to her grotto, which is nearby.
What? But when I asked X if I should or not, what did they
Find the entrance to her grotto.
Was that in
I feel like X was pretty mysterious with you, like didn't want to tell you what to do or anything.
Yeah, it was more of a, just so you're aware, if you wanted to, you could probably find her if you look in this general area.
It was very much a I feel a presence kind of thing.
Because I think you straight up asked X, like, what should I do? And he was like, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
What's the story with? What do I know about person's deity thing?
She created the Pogoros.
Pirogos, yeah.
Pirogos.
Yeah, she said, X mentioned their creator, more Pirogos, things like that.
Former Charlatan.
Former Charlian. Well, still technically Charlian, but no longer part of the forum.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Retired senator.
More or less.
I don't think senators die. They just die.
If X didn't express like a feeling of wanting to go there, then I think Tavi's not going to want to complicate his life.
You were able to feel the emotions, and there was a genuine curiosity and desire to go, but not enough to influence you, if that makes sense.
X is saying, I'm not saying I'm hungry, but if you got food, I would eat.
More or less, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
X isn't going to give it to you. You're going to give it to yourself.
I'll just let X know that we'll come back here after we've accomplished our goals and stuff, if we can.
Okay. Sounds good. So it sounds like the group then has no idea about the conversation that Tavi had with X. And that means that you'd probably be continuing on your path in the upper section here. Who's leading?
I can
I
lead.
will. Nope. Kevin will always lead. Push Cosette a little bit out of the way to get like in front.
Okay, so then
John,
Cassette
can you-
would go ahead.
I was just going to say, John, can you turn yourself up a bit? Because you sound kind of far away now.
Yeah, is that better?
A little bit more.
Oh my god, hold on. I was messing around with some Discord settings.
Oh, we could tell.
Just a teeny bit louder.
Yeah.
No problem.
So many technical difficulties tonight.
It's our main battle.
Is there an alternative to Discord that would work easier for our purposes?
No.
A big Skype
I've
call.
looked. What'd you say?
Big Skype call.
Fuck Skype, man. While he's working on that cassette, what
Hey,
were
how
you
about
saying?
I was saying that if Kevin's going to take the front. Did I just have?
Is
Is there an
better?
echo?
Yeah, I hear an
Are you
echo.
hearing yourself?
What?
Try again. Go ahead.
Test 1 2.
Are you?
Sound fine on our end.
Yeah.
I hear an echo.
Okay, how about now?
I was fine earlier.
I don't know.
No one else's mic is lighting up when you talk.
Is it better for you guys now?
Yes,
Better or
John.
worse? Okay, cool. So yeah,
Try
I said
again,
I was gonna go ahead and hey, I got this. Where are we going anyway?
Jess, try saying something.
Cassette's gonna go in the back to keep guard in the back of the group as they walk.
Okay. Are you still hearing an echo?
No, it stopped since I finished that
The echo comes and
explanation.
goes. It's really weird, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Maybe my internet's just shitty tonight.
Yeah, so Jimmy, try turning on the high quality packet. If the router can recognize it, it will recognize the audio. It's in the audio settings. It will recognize it as, hey, let me send this first.
Under
This is
quality
more
of
native.
service.
Yeah. Just QoS. It's under quality of service. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to figure out Reddit searching and seeing what if other people had the problem, and someone said, "Hey, we turned this on. Worked well with my router."
Okay, so turning on the high quality package just fucked everything up.
Yeah, with that on, you now sound super choppy.
Oh, really? Yeah, they said some routers don't like it, so then just turn it off. It's fine.
Actually, sounds
Well,
fine now.
okay, I think it just took a second to stabilize, so we'll try that for a
Yeah.
minute.
All right, now let's give it a shot.
Yeah, sounds great so far.
Okay. So cassette in the back, Kevin in
Yeah.
front. Kevin, roll a d20.
No.
Yes.
He rolled double
I
natural.
rolled a 14.
Okay. The ground is muddy. Turns out when it rains and there's a grassy, dirty area, it tends to get muddy. If you'd like to continue at normal speed, there's a chance of mudslides and slipping and falling and all that good stuff. If you want to slow your speeds, it's going to take you longer to get to your destination, but you'll be safe.
I look back at the party and see if they're struggling.
Walking,
we'll do it just fine.
Yeah. Those who are on the ground, their feet are like sinking into the mud, and with every step they have to pull it out, like that, making that sucking sound every time it comes out of the mud.
So they're like basically almost over my knees up to my thighs. That's great.
Well, not necessarily for you because you're smaller, so you weigh less in general, so you're not going to sink as far in as Kevin would.
I've got medium armor on though.
That's true. So yeah, I would say it goes like about halfway up to your knees is how deep that you get in.
Okay.
It's not to the point where you can't walk, but it's sloshy.
A struggle.
What's our pace?
If you want to continue at normal pace, you can. I'm just telling you there's a risk that things might happen.
If we go at that reduced pace.
If you go at the reduced pace, you're basically moving half speed.
Kevin casts freedom of movement.
On yourself? Wait, you don't have that.
Area effect.
You don't have that.
We don't.
It's also not an area effect.
15 feet per 6 seconds.
I mean, it's a little bit different when you're doing overland travel rather than...
Well, okay, my point of the question being, I have molten earth, which can excavate a 5-foot cube. The mud is not 5 feet deep.
No.
So I could clear a path, but it's a cantrip, so I'm casting it every 6 seconds to clear a 5-foot path, and we just follow the leader through that.
You're gonna be exhausted.
No, it's a cantrip.
I know, but that's like a million cantrips.
And I'm literally made of magic, so
hey,
I
I'm
think
all
I can do it.
I like the idea.
It's like a fluttering battery.
Hey, Professor, everyone. I don't know about you, but I keep getting stuck in this mud. Is there like any better place to walk?
Unless we can find a path, I think we'll have to deal with it.
I think we're gonna have to slow down unless someone has a better idea. I just don't think I can get past this without, getting stuck. I mean, with my full plate armor, and I weigh a lot too. I'm not the lightest of fellas.
Well, I mean, better that we be a little careful and get hurt.
You know what's the problem, Professor? I didn't have my morning poop this morning, and I feel like that might be weighing me down.
I think it's probably a good idea for you to hold that and use it as motivation to get where we need to get faster, but still carefully.
My pops always told me better out than in, but hey, if you think that's the best thing to do, Professor, I can't promise I won't be a little gassy, though.
Okay.
Oh no, we're downwind of him.
Speaking of which, Kevin, can you make a perception check?
Yeah. I have great perception skills. A 5. 5.
Did you say 5?
Yeah, 5. It was
Okay.
5 plus 0, so it's a 5.
Who was right behind Kevin?
I don't know. I'm in the back with cassette.
Okay.
No one now.
We've all just passed out.
Cassette, can you roll a perception check?
Absolutely.
Because the way that I'm picturing this right now is like Kevin's talking about the fact that he has to poop, so he's turned around looking at Professor Sid and the group, and he's like walking backwards while he's talking about it. Is that accurate?
No, I would have stopped walking because we're trying to make a decision, right? So I would have stopped the group from progressing.
Okay.
Okay. So my perception has a 7 on it in the skills thing, but that would be
Plus
would be
a
what I
D10.
rolled. So that would be what I rolled, and I've got expert in perception. So
The
that would
7
be
The 7 already factors in proficiency and expertise.
Yeah, so the number that you see there already has your proficiency and expertise factored in.
Okay, so it has the 2 4s in it, but wouldn't it be 8 then?
Well, you
Not
have 8
7?
wisdom. You have 8 wisdom. So it's proficiency plus proficiency minus 1.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I guess that makes sense. She does wear glasses.
And
Okay. 9? I'm not going to use my glasses, though. I've only got 3 uses a day for those.
That's advantage on perception, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a 9?
I have a 12 plus 7. That's a 19.
19. Okay. Well, Kevin stopped and you hear him talking about his morning constitutional. You just see something in the mud. You're not really sure what, but there's like a lump moving through the mud at relatively decent speed, headed right towards Kevin's feet. Do you say anything?
Absolutely. Oh, Kevin,
Yeah?
Kevin,
What?
Kevin, look
What?
at look by your feet.
I can't see my feet. They're in the mud.
Look by them.
I look by them.
There's something
Okay.
wiggling towards you.
Yeah, there's something. It's like that wide, and that deep, I guess. Lengthwise, not deep. And it's just like barreling through the mud. You don't see what it is. You just see the wake that it's leaving and the little bubble of mud water that's rushing over it as it heads right towards your feet. Do you move?
No, I take out my sword and try to stab it.
Oh no. Okay, roll an attack.
I can do that.
Oh my god.
That's what Kevin would do. I mean, I don't know what else you want from me. I rolled a 18.
Okay. You just stick your sword right at it, right as it's coming towards your feet, and you just hear, and then nothing.
With the sword still in, I try to reach down and like to pick up if I stab something, and it's still kind of like attached to my sword.
It is.
Okay, so then I reach down, kind of pull the sword out with the thing that I stabbed.
Trying to catch it.
to see what it is.
Okay. It's got kind of an elongated snout and a hump that's kind of like a shell, but your sword was strong enough to go right through it, and it's got a little tail. This is a mud armadillo, and it looks like it was a baby one, and you just completely squished it with your sword. Well, not squish, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh, whoa! This thing's got like some shield on its back. Are we being attacked? I pick it up and show everyone.
It looks like a dead animal.
I think I killed it. Thanks, Triple C, C cubed. I got it.
He's definitely got it.
Any more of you scaring monsters around here, just know that's what's gonna happen to you if you come and try to attack me while I'm talking about pooping.
That was an exciting incident.
It's attracted.
And then I'm going to.
Can Cassette take a look around to see if there's any more coming towards them or any more slithering around?
You may. You don't really see anything else in the mud. It looks like this one might have just been out playing in the mud or scouting.
Can you roll an intelligence check for Kevin? I have a negative.
Why would I roll that?
Because it's something I want to do, and I want to see if I would think about it, and I don't want to.
13.
Yeah, I need the square of 10. 8, Professor. No, DX. You think if we kill more of these, we can use these shells as like shoe feet, like wrap on our feet? Maybe it'll help with the mud.
Oh, so we don't sink in as deeply?
Yeah,
Like
kind of like
snowshoes?
yeah. I don't know what snowshoes are, but those are the things you used to give me when we were walking around the snow, so I wouldn't fall in. Exactly.
No,
like
that was like a snow job. Okay.
Wow.
You
yeah.
gave the best snow jobs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we could, but we'd have to kill a whole lot more of them. I mean, we got like, what, a dozen feet here?
Dozen's 12. 12, right? Yeah, about that. I mean, well, if I see more, I'll kill more, and then maybe we can rig something up.
Okay, no, just put that one on your belt or something, so that way you don't lose it.
Okay, I rip out the body from the shell, and then put the shell in my bag.
Yeah, or you could do that.
Wow, that's messed up. Cool.
It's clear skies.
Say again, please.
Clear skies, right?
I thought it was slightly overcast.
No, it's not overcast. It's slightly partially cloudy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Slightly overcast.
So yeah, unless anyone else has any better ideas, I think maybe we just move at half speed. But I'm open to suggestions. I think this shell idea is actually a great idea.
I don't know that you should really start trying to kill small animals in order for us to move faster.
It was coming straight toward us. What if it attacked you?
I don't think it could have really done that much damage.
I don't know. It had a little protection. Yeah, you know, we don't gotta search for them. I'm just saying. Well, if no one has any bright ideas, let's just keep going. Move a little bit slower. Hey, and if you see anything moving in the mud, you let me know.
Quick question, out of character. With Cassette's soul and Tavi's military background, would they sort of have an advantage over this muddy terrain with all of their marching drills?
You would not.
Okay. Never mind.
Sorry.
Are you trained in survival? Because that would be the type of skill that would govern land travel and stuff like that.
Okay, Kevin. I'll keep an eye out for more of those wiggly, gooey, long slug things. Oh, a mud slug. No, slugs don't have snails. Slugs don't have shells. A mud snail.
A mud yeah, it's kind of like a snail because it has a hard shell. I get that.
Yeah, a mud snail.
Yeah. If you see any more of those mud snails, you let me know.
Okay.
We just got along. I love that.
I feel like
Kevin keeps trudging along now at half speed. Looking out.
Oh, you're going
piercing out. Yeah, going forward now, half speed. Looking out for more mud slugs.
Okay. You don't see any of them.
Oh, snails. Mud snails. They have shells.
They're armadillos, but you also don't see any mud snails either. Continuing along, eventually at some point, the terrain that you're walking on becomes an uphill, an incline is the word I was looking for. And there's less mud here, but more grass, but it's still somewhat slippery as you're climbing up. The incline is actually fairly steep, so everybody who's climbing up this that can't fly, please make a dexterity check. This would be an athletics check.
Whoa. It's a little rainy out. How about I go up first and then find some rope and take some rope out of my bag and throw it down. Help me climb.
Can we do it as acrobatic?
Acrobatics is fine. This is a 20-foot stretch of an incline, and it's a fairly steep incline.
Yeah, just let me get up there first, y'all.
You want to let Kevin go up first?
Can we still do athletics?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
You
throw
can do
a rope
athletics
so
or acrobatics to get up there. I'm fine with either one, but it sounds like Kevin's trying to go up there first so he can throw down some rope.
Yep.
Okay.
So Kevin,
Walk to the other end of here.
not thinking about trying to use his fly ability, he tries to walk up first.
Okay. I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh dear.
23.
Okay, you are deftly able to find a foothold everywhere that you step, and you don't lose your footing at all as you climb to the top. You're now up this 20-foot distance of incline, and you can throw a rope down to people. You don't really see much up here that you can tie it to.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin!
What? You're only 20 feet away. The 20 foams away.
There you go.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't listen to stuff. Anyway, hold on. I can probably help you with the rope, and can I use my ring of jumping to jump up where Kevin is?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And that gives you enough distance for sure.
Yeah, if you get a head start, that's enough for you to leap without having to roll anything, unless David says for footing reasons, top to bottom.
No, you should be able to get up there.
Because your strength is 5, so I think it's, your yeet distance is like 30 plus.
Yeet distance.
Okay, so the only
benefit of the doubt that she's done a lot of jumping in her time.
So the only description for Ring of Jumping was, while wearing this ring, you can cast the jump spell from it as a bonus action at will, but can target only yourself when you do. It doesn't give me any sort of formula on how to calculate how
Jump
well it
just
went.
means your distance is tripled.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. So if you get a 10-foot head start, you can jump your strength score in feet straight forward, or 3 plus your strength modifier straight up. So for your purposes, without the ring, if you get a 10-foot head start, you can then jump a 20-foot long jump. With the ring, that would be a 10-foot head start and a 60-foot long jump. Minus whatever height calculations for...
She's totally just going to vault over Kevin and keep going, and then fall down the other side.
I realize it's a cliff on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
Wouldn't I be able to control the jump?
Up to, not minimum, up to.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have plenty of jumping practice, so.
I'm better. Okay, so I'd like to.
I really loved how you described her combat in the journal, having her like jump and like bury the lance in the vertebrae and all that. It was great.
She tried to pop the guy's head off.
Yeah.
She was
You also said you conveniently threw her at a pillar. It was a hard surface. Anyway.
Perception.
Okay, so I'd like to use. And how tall is it? How tall is the hill?
It's it's like 20 feet long. The incline, I would say, height-wise, is probably about 13 to 15 palms.
Okay, so the height of the hill is about 13 to 15 palms. Okay, so I don't even need to use my ring then. I just can take a 10-foot back running start and jump up to where Kevin is.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Your ring has unlimited uses, though, so there's no downside to using it most of the time.
Okay.
Downside is he jumps too far. Oh no!
Yeah, because at will means unlimited use.
Okay, sweet.
I'm just imagining somebody who's like used to jumping. All right, I got this, and they cast
You
the
don't
spell,
have to
and
jump
they're
the
just
full
like go way further than they
jump
can.
whatever.
Yeah, no, see, that would be where you cast jump on someone else.
Oh god!
Like an Olympic jumper, like run, and then right as their foot is about to leave the ground, you cast it, just yeet, because they put in 100% effort, so 100% results.
That'd be hilarious. They don't jump over the high bar; they jump through it.
Final Destination style, cut themselves. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that bar is made to fall off if it's hit. So
The hydro one, yeah. Or the pole.
Not in this fantasy world.
Okay, you're the DM now, I guess.
You can allow it.
It's actually a
So
large
once
Say again?
cassette lands by Kevin,
Okay.
she's gonna look up at Kevin and be like, if you like, I can hold on to the rope with you and help you carry the weight of the others.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. I didn't know you could jump that high.
yeah, it's a thing I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as good as my boots. Oh, why didn't I use my boots to get up here? That would... Anyway, here's the rope. Kevin tosses the rope down.
I want to see
kind of
Kevin
like...
play a compassionate but very intelligent character in the future. Because he played Cayman, who was very intelligent but not compassionate.
So much less. Yeah, Kay was compassionate and not stupid, but he wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, you compassionately beat your servant to death.
I would say it was compassionate. Emphasis on the past tense.
Yeah. I'll wrap it around my waist. You hold here, and all right, I think you all can climb up with that rope.
Right. So Cosette's going to be in front of him then? You're going to be the anchor?
I'll be the anchor. Yeah, you'll be in front of me, just like being a second set of hands.
Okay.
To hold it.
Okay. So because of this, I'm not going to make anybody do any checks to get up. You can simply use the rope to get up, which is good, because if you failed your checks, you might have fallen a long way. Yeah, you saw what the terrain is like here. Sometimes it's just a, like a fall off into nothingness. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff below. Yeah, so all of you are able to climb up now without having to roll a check.
Okay.
Thanks, Triple C, for the help. Super efficient.
Happy to do so.
All right. This party's come together. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen ever. All right, let's keep going.
A bird shits on Kevin. No. Okay. From where you're at, you now feel as if you're at the highest traversable point in the Dravanian hinterlands, aside from, like mountain tops. But you, looking down, you can see the entirety of the area from where you are. And this vantage point actually gives you a very clear view of a massive building in the direction that you're heading. It looks very much like the Charlian buildings, the ruins that you saw, except this is not in a ruin. This seems immaculate. You also see the large stasis bubble with the robot in it, whatever that might be. You see the bony skeleton or the headless skeleton of the behemoth. Again, you don't see any Vath nearby. And then, what else? The Vath of the Bug People. The last time they saw them, they got into a fight with dragons, killed a dragon, and then they picked it clean in seconds. The Bug People did. But that's not what happened here, apparently. Yeah, you can kind of see the whole of the area. What was that?
I said, what if it was the mud snails?
The mud snails. Yes, they ate the behemoth.
Oh, is that the library over there? Weird place to put a library.
It seems like it's built into the side of a mountain.
How far off in the distance is it?
Time-wise, you would guess it's about a day away. At normal speed. You're moving half speed.
I mean, that place is gonna take us at least a day to get to, if not a day and a half.
Yeah. You know what? Let me, I'm gonna take the link pearl Cliffhangers and Fifi, you hear me?
I can't get any of that.
He took the link pearl and he was calling out to Fifi. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So the response you get is.
Excellent.
For clarification, regarding the static, because the other time we saw static on the Link Pearls was in the steppe because of the primal shenanigans. Is the static immediate upon attempting to speak? Like, as in, the second you push to talk on a radio, it's just static?
It's basically like a walkie-talkie. As soon as you talk into it, you're now listening to hear if there's any response. It's as if echolocation is now bringing back just static.
Right. Specifically meaning that it's not someone's trying to connect back to us and only static is getting through. It's interference saying there is no connection. Like, we can't use this as a sign of life.
Roll an intelligence check for Jimmy.
A 2?
Yes, but yes, it's more interference rather than failed communication.
Gotcha.
I can't seem to get in touch with Fifi. We're just gonna have to keep going. That's the only way as we can.
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, looks like it's still muddy. Is it a hill on the way down now too, or is it like just regular?
You're on essentially a plateau at the moment.
Okay.
It's relatively flattened out here, but there is a decline before you're going to get to the library. And the other thing about this plateau is that there are various points where it narrows down to like one person could fit at a time. You can't stand side by side. And it looks like it's a pretty steep drop to the ground on either end of that. There are several places where you see that. It's very uneven landmass. It's as if something happened here in the distant past to make it this way.
And it's the same terrain as we've been dealing with: sparse trees, mud, and grass.
Yeah, by sparse trees, it's like not a lot at all. You see, they're mostly bushes and low to the ground trees, and you see maybe a couple every mulm or so. It's a lot of vegetation, not really a lot of trees.
Kevin's just gonna look out and see if he sees any like movement in the distance.
Roll a perception
i.e.
check.
like animal or something. Yeah, because I'm really good at that. That's great. Wait. No, it is great. It's a D20. It's a nat 20.
Oh, let's go.
All right, where are you looking? You give me. I'll let you give 3 directions, and I'll tell you what you see in each of those directions with the nat 20.
Okay, I want to look kind of completely straight, like the next, let's see, like 2 to 5 momes.
Okay.
And then I want to look. Yeah, go ahead.
In that direction, you see it looks like some roosting birds. Nothing that looks threatening, but it's like a collection of birds flying around a small area, or just building a nest and like tending to the kids there. Nothing that really looks too bad. Where else are you looking?
Then I kind of want to look to see if I can see like an easier path through. Like if there's like a more like walked path, if there's something that makes more sense where we should be going towards before going like the direct route.
So I'll give you a mulligan on that one, because when you're looking ahead the way I described it earlier, there's only one path to the library.
Got it.
And you're on it. You would have seen that without a roll. So,
all right.
Is there anywhere else you want to look?
Yeah, I'm gonna look kind of 45 degrees to the left and then 45 degrees to the right.
Okay. Well, to the left, you're actually looking over the cliff, and you can see down below. It's significant distance. It's at least 120 foams down. You can see that there is a grotto. It's like it's not super deep water. It's like kind of it's standing water, but like it would go up to maybe your knees. And there's a lot of vegetation around there and lily pads. And the thing that really sticks out to you is you see a pair of what appear to be bipedal frogs wearing pointy hats and carrying canes. And they're just kind of bouncing around.
They don't look anything like the frogs that we saw 50 sessions ago that we had to kill when we were on our way to see Orange a
Orange.
I know that.
No, they do not look like those toads, and I actually think that was 50 sessions ago. It's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was like in the teens.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, and we're like in the 60s. Yeah. Anyway, that's all you see, and no, it does not look anything like the toads that almost ate you.
Okay.
And Millie. Okay, off to the right, you see a mountain, and you do see a path that might be possible to scale, but it would be treacherous and dangerous, but potentially doable.
Those are my middle names. Hey, anyone see? If you look over the cliff right over there, I swear, I might be hallucinating, but I see frogs jumping around, but they have canes? Are they a cane frog? Is that like a type of frog?
Can Cassette take a look?
I mean, all of you can look. Kevin's pointing them out.
I point exactly where.
Oh, okay.
Am I hallucinating? Did someone give me something?
So, because that's going to look over and she's going to kind of squint a little bit. She'll be like, ah, I've never seen those before. But their cats are very cute.
So I recognize what they are. Roll an arcana.
Go ahead.
Soul's asking if he recognizes what they are.
I'm rolling with disadvantage because I'm exhausted, right?
Is it ability checks that have disadvantage on the
Skill
first
checks,
exhaustion?
yeah.
Skill checks, then yes.
Arcana, right?
What was that?
Arcana?
Yeah. Is that not one?
It's going to be 7 total.
7. It sounds familiar, but it's that kind of thing that it's like it's just stuck in your head all day. It's like the name's on the tip of your tongue, but you're just never coming.
I'm tired. I'm just going to shake my head and stay quiet.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything at the moment?
How close is the nearest tree to the library?
The nearest tree.
You said like within a couple miles?
There are 2 trees, and they look like they were purposefully planted as decorations, literally in front of the library. Like, there's marble all around, and then there's a planter and 2 trees.
And what about near us, where we are now?
There's nothing in between you and the library.
Behind us, I mean, like from whence we came?
There's a few trees. They look like they're coniferous of some sort. Again, nothing super big.
How far away are those frogs?
About 120 fulms below you and slightly further along.
I think we should go straight, but I kind of want to check out those frogs. Anyone mind if I fly down there real quick and try to speak them? Speak to them?
Do these frogs look familiar?
You're cutting out, Eric. Can you try that again?
Do the frogs look familiar?
To you, they do.
And what are they doing?
At the moment, there's just 2 frogs with the 2 bipedal frogs with canes, and they're just kind of walking around in the grotto. What? It's a funny sight, right?
It's a funny sight.
You watch that Seinfeld, picturing Kramer when he's dressed up as the pen. Just like
Yeah.
strutting around.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's not. I don't recognize that.
All right, so just give me a sec. I'll be back in a jiffy. Kevin takes out his,
Southern there.
Sorry.
Southern there, good buddy.
Kevin takes out his potion of animal speaking. Hey, yeah, Professor, you said if I drink
Animal
this, I can
speaking?
speak to animals.
Oh, animals.
Would be applicable for Kevin, though.
Yeah, you could.
Does that mean frogs too? Because they're kind of like animals, right? But you said there's something different, like they're not mammals, so you can't milk them.
No, frogs are animals.
All right. So this should work if I'm gonna go try to talk to them, right?
I mean, yes.
Those frogs should be able to just speak.
So I don't gotta take this, or I'm gonna hold it anyway. I'll be right back.
So I didn't realize there were any survivors.
Kevin clicks his shoes and he's off. You guys can keep talking and pick up once they get back.
Yeah, does anyone pick up on what Tavi just said?
What's survivors?
Is that what that is down there?
It definitely looks like them.
That's what they look like.
It's the great frog civilization.
They're so cute.
You're familiar with these things? Huh?
Say again?
You're familiar with these things, Tavi?
We came into contact with a lot of different creatures in our time in the military.
Did they have different hats on too?
Are all their hats the same, Daz?
No, there's slight differences in between them. It's their individuality. They get to put like little patches on their hats or different colors.
lots of different hats.
Team Fortress 2.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Kevin, as you approach, like literally as soon as you're within 50 films of them, both of them turn their head towards you and then start hopping in the opposite direction.
I kind of fly towards them and then scream out, "Hey, I mean no harm! Ribbit!"
As you say that, they just keep hopping away, and you watch them hop literally into a wall and disappear.
Kevin's going to go straight through. Oh, actually, he's going to stop right at the edge of the wall.
It's a wall in the grotto. Oh. You're going to stop right at the edge of the wall?
Yeah, and then he's going to try to put his hand through to see if it's like an imaginary wall.
Seems solid.
He was going to fly straight in there, but he had a second thought. He puts his hand down below, like frog level, and sees if he can put his hand through there.
Still solid.
I like the logic.
Yeah, that's
Awesome. That was pretty big for Calvin.
No, they were smaller than him.
Hey, where'd you go? I just want to talk. I swear I mean no harm. We're just trying to make it to the library, and I thought you might have some good information.
So all of you that are up above can hear this echoing from down there. Like the grotto it's got good acoustics. So you just hear Kevin kind of yelling, and it's bouncing around several times.
Kevin has blink rolling, right?
I promise I'll bring you flies or something.
He actually put the echo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is he in danger down there, Tommy?
I promise, just if you want flies or I don't know what frogs eat, I'm happy to give you whatever you want.
I definitely appreciate the commitment to the bit.
Cassette just looks up at Sid.
Thanks, but no thanks. All right, talk to you later. Go croak. And
Oh my god.
back. And I tried to talk to them. They ran off. I think I startled them or something. I didn't think, frogs wearing hats and canes would be so, scary. I thought they'd be polite. Kind of like Sid.
They've probably had enough humanoid.
Yeah, I don't know. Why do you say that? You know these frogs?
I don't know those frogs particularly, no.
Oh. Well, then you know...
They're called Pirogo, by the way.
A Gesundheit. They're called... I'm sorry, that was a name. They're called pierogies. I thought that was a food.
Wow. They're Polish.
So,
how you're like Rogadin, they're Pirogo.
What?
Pierogan.
Wait, so you're saying there was intelligent creatures?
I mean, not too many unintelligent creatures wear hats and carry sticks.
Right. So why would they run off? I figured they'd like to see a friendly face.
I don't know, you look pretty scary from a small creature's point of view.
Yeah, it's true. I do strike fear in the hearts of the wicked. So, all right. Well, they couldn't have been any help. Let's get going. Oh shoot! I forgot to roll to see if I blew up. 1 second.
A nuclear bomb goes off in Idleshire.
96.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, Audrey. So then Kevin will start walking towards the middle path, the only path we can really take. He's not going to take us right. He didn't even tell anyone about that path. And
Kind of fly back up.
yeah.
Why, were you going to do something?
Yes.
What are you going to do? Or what were you going to do?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Well, seeing as your friend's trapped in that building over there, and it's over a day for us to get there, I can get us there much faster, like, instantly.
How would you do that?
Well, you see those trees in the front of the library, you called it? I can take us from one of the trees that are behind us a little ways, and open up a portal in the tree that takes us from that tree near us directly into the tree that's right outside the library.
Wait, are you saying it's kind of like what we do with the stones, but you can do that with trees? Any tree?
Any tree I've seen or touched on the same plane of existence.
Man, fairies are crazy. I didn't know you had all these cool things.
It's a new trick.
Oh, did you just get that level up?
It's not a trick, it's illusion, right? That's what Professor used to say. Michael. What? Okay, yeah, I say we go for that. That's a way faster way to go.
Tricks are something that whores do for money.
So I look over and I see a tree kind of like a little bit in front of us to the right. Like
So
that tree?
all the trees are behind us, from what
I
David
look to the
said.
back. You like below on the bottom of the hill?
Yeah, basically, we had to backtrack a little bit.
About a half a mile.
Yeah, to get to the nearest tree.
Maybe we should just slide down the hill. That might be fun.
Yes, please do that.
Oh, let me try out first, see if it hurts. Chevin, jump
Oh,
and slide down the hill.
You're gonna slide?
Yeah, like butt first, he's gonna slide.
So you remember the hard mode penguin race in Mario 64?
Yeah. No.
With that in mind, roll an athletics check.
I have +9 to athletics.
Did you say you never played Mario 64?
No, Kevin hasn't. I definitely destroyed that game.
I should hope not.
But AO has somehow.
27.
There's a lot of things that they'll make that they don't have
Actually,
here.
highly advanced technology, but only video games.
Where do you think the elegans learned it from?
27.
27?
Yeah, 18 + 9.
Against all odds, you watch Kevin just jump on the decline at this point and just slide down, skidding past all of the rocks jutting out, and then sliding to a stop at the bottom, looking very cool while he does it.
Oh, but yeah, it was super easy. You guys should all do it. I'm so sorry. Please don't do it. Hey, it's super
You can
fast.
do it? I mean, Soul's a little tired. He's not taking straight.
It's with disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, he's tired.
Okay.
What was the check?
If you're going to do it, it's an athletics check.
Beautiful. All right. At disadvantage?
No,
Because
just
it
for
was-
soul.
Because it
Soul's
was so
exhausted.
easy,
Okay.
Kevin's not even going to try to catch people because he's like, he just assumes everyone will do it the exact same way.
It was a 23.
Ooh, wow. Okay, you're about to go down, you're like psyching yourself up to do it, and Omega just runs past you, doesn't even jump, just immediately starts sliding past you, down the hill, slaloming alongside, and ends up right next to Kevin with a big thumbs up.
Oh my god.
I give
You
Omega
got
a
this.
high five. That was awesome, wasn't it, Omega?
What was that,
That was
22?
pretty.
Kenji got a 22.
Okay, well before Kenji goes, Soul, you're able to slide down, but you hit every bump along the way. It's just like that. You don't fall, miraculously. 14 you would have. You don't fall, but you do twist your ankle, take 1 point of damage, and you're going to walk with slight limp for a little while. This was a terrible idea. Why would you all do this?
DM said so, and Kevin's like, that's a great idea.
Kenji doesn't even slide. He skips from stone to stone that's jutting out and makes it look as smooth as possible, and just comes to a nice stop on the ground without slipping at all.
Hey, Ken, you missed all the fun things.
Not a drop of mud on his.
My bad.
That's all he says. All right, who's still up top? I think Deus and Cosette and Sid
And me.
and
Yeah.
Aowu. I don't think Aowu's gonna try sliding.
No, but I'm just there in case somebody falls off the edge and I gotta go airdrop, get them.
Yeah.
How
So
how tall? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
Okay, well, what I was going to do, I was just going to turn to Cosette and Sid and say, we got this. Just go down as slow as possible. And I'm casting Featherfall on the three of us, so we can just kind of like slide down and glide down.
Smart.
Would you need a jump? Or does Featherfall work on sliding too?
Well, I mean, it's downward motion, right?
That's fair. I'll allow it. Okay. You managed to go down much slower than gravity would intend. I won't make you roll for it with Featherfall because there's not really much danger there. At that speed, you can basically just walk it.
Just get stuck on a rock.
Ooh, can Cassette, like, instead of just floating down, can she just, like, daintily, like, tiptoe over the bumps and whatnot, just, like, really pretty, like?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And does the featherfall kind of make her her pigtails kind of float up a bit more? Like she just got electric shock? Okay.
Sure. Sid, what were you saying?
That's a great idea, Dennis. Thank you.
Oh yeah, just a couple words of encouragement does wonder sometimes. I wouldn't have to read.
You missed all the fun. You were supposed to go fast. How come you went so slow? I thought you liked it fast.
Well, I like it fast, but sometimes you like to start off slow.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if you go in, get it done real quick. You know, explosion of fun.
No. You gotta take your time, Kevin. You gotta take. No,
you always say that. I just anyway.
I'm just laughing because everybody's down there and they're all like, "Oh, that was fun," and Soul's just like, "Ow, ow, ow."
Group full of fucking show-offs.
You just float down. Okay, so it's a little bit more of a walk at this point. As I mentioned, it's about a half a foam away, but you eventually do get back to the tree a little bit slower than you had intended. Yeah, okay, you're now in front of a large coniferous tree. By large, I mean large for this area in that it's about as tall as Kevin is. Kind of a wide trunk, though.
I don't know.
It's got junk in that trunk.
Alright, well, everyone gather around. You'll see a rift open in the tree, and then you just enter right through it, but don't lag behind or the tree will close in front of you and you'll be stuck.
So go quick.
We weren't anxious until now.
Somebody just shoves Soul through it.
That wouldn't be a terrible idea.
God, Kevin's gonna eat Soul through the tree.
Oh, Kevin could carry you through the tree. The arm support.
Kevin, will you carry me?
Cool. How long do we have to get through?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. It's like walking through a doorway. As long as you're all ready to go.
Cassette's gonna reach up and she might have to stand on her tippy toes, but she's gonna grasp Sid's hand and look up at him and be like, "So we don't get separated, okay?"
Okay.
So cute.
Kevin glances over and kind of gives the hand disapproving look.
Okay.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Cassette's gonna hold out her other hand and be like, "Does anyone else want to hold hands?"
Oh, Kevin relaxes his face now, and he realizes she was just trying to be helpful. Nope. Let's get this done with quick. So are we gonna go on go or 3 or 1 or 0?
How about as soon as it opens, you just do it?
You will see a porthole open in the tree. As soon as you see it, just walk through it.
All right, I got it. I'll go first since I'm the biggest. Actually,
Sure.
I'll go last because it's like you know when you got that big poop and you need to push out the smaller poop.
Oh god.
It's like that.
So anyway.
So I'll fly up to the tree and then just knock on the tree. And then
The tree says, "Two birds." As it opens.
And then yon portal takes us directly to the trees behind.
Literally, as soon as you step through it, I'm going to say that you made it in time. Literally, as soon as you step through it, it's kind of disorienting. It feels a little bit like teleporting to an aetherite, but it's more like you're walking directly towards a wall, and then as soon as you step through it, there's now an open space in front of
9
you.
3/4.
Yeah, more or less.
3/4.
Yeah, it's very much like that, except your trolley doesn't get stuck in the brick if you don't move fast enough. Yeah, so you are now standing in front of the Great Google Library. Immediately to your left, you see a somewhat crumbling marble bridge that you would have had to cross, and way further in the distance, you can see where you were just standing minutes ago, before going back down that decline creatively. To your right is a very large building. For those of you who saw the video I posted of the trip through Javania, it's where I left off. So very big double doors, pillars, all marble. It's very Charlian in style. And as soon as you step through the tree, there's like a little family of bunnies that just immediately scramble and run away in various directions. Except one of them is like cozying up against Deus's leg.
I'll say hello to it.
Now it runs away. Millie is a cat.
God, that's right.
So, you are now in front of the Great Google Library.
Is there a door open? Is there like a door closed?
The door is not open.
All right. So do I just open it? Nothing we gotta be scared about, right? Other than books. I mean, the books aren't that scary.
I mean, Fifi did say that you paid
All right. Well, if we need to have a book burning, I'm all about that.
How dare you?
Yeah, you said that in front of the librarian.
I'm sorry.
Let's play that by ear, Kevin. Just try to find.
Man, if Kevin goes to Ilmeg and he finds like oh shit, what are they called? The frog fairies, the ones that are in the water. Why can't I think of the Fuwa?
Oh.
They're turning the fucking frogs fey.
Amazing.
Thank you, it just came to me. I'll be here till Thursday. Try the veal, tip your waitress. I kind of want to make veal now.
Yummy.
Big doors in front of you. What are you doing?
Kevin tries to open the door.
Do you push? Do you pull? What do you do?
First he's gonna try to pull, and if that doesn't work, he's gonna try to push.
It doesn't budge at all, either direction.
Is there like a knob or something that needs to be turned?
There's a relatively large handle on each door.
Okay, tries to turn the handle.
It's not a turn handle, it's like a pull handle, but...
Oh, pull.
Kevin, I think we need the key that we were given.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I thought libraries were supposed to be open for everyone.
If this was dangerous, imagine they keep whatever's in there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Keep everything in there. That should be in there. All right. Well, where's that key?
Who had it?
Pretty sure it was Sid.
What's her face? Rowena gave it to Sid.
I'll hand the key to Kevin.
Okay, the key is not actually key-shaped. It's like a small crystal that fits in the palm of your hand.
No, Professor, I need the key.
Jesus.
You know, this is what. You know what? I'm going to take the key, the stone back, and stand in front of the door.
Okay, you hold up the key in front of the door, and you just see the doors, which appeared solid. Like you didn't even see a crack in which to open them. They were that tight together. You now see a line of light from the bottom going all the way to the top, and as soon as it is, the doors begin opening outwards towards you.
Quickly step back behind Kevin.
I stand back. If there's books that fly out, I swear I'll destroy them.
I'm now hearing the feedback. What just happened?
That's coming through Mike's phone.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. Testing. Yeah, Mike, we're hearing feedback through your phone.
Are you? Is it better now?
Testing.
Test.
Yeah, we still hear it. We hear it.
Didn't change anything.
Just put the headset mode and then switch it back to speaker mode.
Or put it on. Put it like you have a mute button that you can just turn on when you're talking. Okay, that works. Testing. Okay, we're good. All right, the door opens. What you see in front of you is kind of you're hit with musty air. It's not really unpleasant, but it's got that smell of old books and vellum, and basically an area that hasn't really been visited much in a long time. And the cool thing is, as these doors finish opening, as soon as they touch the walls on the side, so they're fully extended open, you now see a little bit of blue light travel along the sides of a walkway, and as it passes through, elevated lamps now glow with blue fire. And this entire room, which appears to be an antechamber of some sort, like the entrance to a library, so to speak, and like with a receptionist counter and everything, that's the room that you're staring into here.
Fire in a library?
Because that's going to take a deep breath and just say, "Ah, this place smells like Grandpapa's library study."
Your grandpapa smelled super weird.
Just his study. He smelled really fancy.
It's evening.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't quite like the smell, but I could see the appeal if you were used to it growing up. Let me see if Fifi's here. Fifi!
Fifi! It echoes again. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Okay.
What's the state of the library? Are things in disarray? Are there lots of books scattered on the floor? Open, laying around where they shouldn't be? Just a hot mess?
That's a lot of questions. Almost all the books that you see are either on shelves or they're stacked in neat piles on the floor. It does not appear to be disheveled. It's not a Dewey Decimal.
Oh, that bothers me though that there's stacks on the floor.
Yeah.
Personally.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything strange happening here. Everything's pretty tidy. Ish.
Yeah, I don't know what Fifi was talking about. Well, I guess we just go in a little deeper. I guess Kevin will walk forward. Is there another door, or like just go deeper?
You cross the threshold. You are now in the library, and the first thing that you notice is it's very comfortable, temperature-wise and climate-wise in here. It feels very dry, as if like something is causing it to remain dry, and it feels like, you know, somewhere around 75 to 78 degrees room temperature.
Kevin grabs like the closest book and rubs the mud off of his shoes.
Okay.
You're killing me here. You're killing me here.
All right, sure. You wipe it off on a copy of first edition of Primals, and you.
Oh well, here you guys go. Get the mud off. You don't want to make the library all dirty. It sure looks like it's in a good state.
He's holding out a muddy book to anyone who wants to use it to clean themselves.
Oh, no, thank you, Kevin.
Just puts the book back down on the floor, and then is gonna try to head a little bit deeper.
Is there where to sit in here?
There's chairs everywhere, tables. This is like the entrance area of a library, where people might congregate or just chill. That's kind of what this looks like. But there is a large staircase leading upwards, and it looks to lead to more parts of the library.
Great, that's where Kevin goes.
Just walking forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone wait! I feel like something just changed. He walks forward.
Okay. What's the rest of you doing?
So I was going to sit in a chair and see what other people are doing. He's trying to rest his ankle.
Okay. At this point, the ankle doesn't really hurt as much. You walked off the pain. Yeah, because that makes sense.
Sure.
Cassette's gonna walk forward to, if I remember, is there sort of a platform or like a doorway that's leading out to another, I guess, island?
It's a staircase. It's a staircase.
It's a staircase.
And that's what Kevin just started climbing.
Okay. She's gonna stick at the doorway, but she's gonna look out and kind of look for anything strange going on, like surrounding that, I don't know, island.
It's not really an island. It is a floor that's built into the library.
Okay.
I get what you're saying though. Roll a perception check, sure.
Okay.
And is everybody else coming in? Is anybody staying outside at the moment?
No, I was going to stomp the mud off my boots and then follow Kevin.
Okay.
Floating inside.
You're sitting inside.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Sid's inside as well, but I don't know about Kenji and Omega and Tavi.
I'm going in.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Yeah, why not, right?
Oh, the cool kids.
Yeah, there's. What do you think?
Didn't catch that, Mike.
And I'm definitely sticking with
Cassette. Okay, cool. Omega, the first thing that you notice is you're basically surrounded by books everywhere.
Gross.
I didn't catch that either. Everybody's
Gross.
choppy. Oh, gross. Okay, cool. I don't know. Maybe it's that packet thing that you clicked, but whatever. Figure it out next time. Okay, so Cassette, what did you roll?
24.
Sure. You notice a few things that are strange. One of which is that there are bats flying around overhead in like some of the upper stack areas. Except, wait a second, those aren't bats. Those are books flying around like bats.
That is not normal. And she points straight up at the books, hoping that Sid follows her point.
Sure. Pointing it out, anybody can see them. It's very obviously books kind of like flapping themselves around and just like flying around in circles above you.
I'm confused, Professor. Am I supposed to do that?
I know. Typically don't allow.
Alright, well, I think that's what Fifi was talking about. But they don't seem like they're attacking. I don't know. Hey, books! You're stupid.
Okay.
Nothing.
Kevin, what's your armor class?
Seriously, 19.
Like 20 books fly off the shelves and just dive bomb you, but none of them penetrate your armor. So it's just a bunch of books bouncing off of you and then flying off.
What the heck, man? Those books are crazy.
You should try not insulting them.
I don't think they could actually hear me. I just thought, oh, if they could, they'd do something, and clearly they did. I saw her books. I didn't mean you were stupid. I just meant I've never seen flying books before.
What were you saying, Sid?
I was saying that, yeah, I agree with you. That Kevin, you might want to not insult the books.
I think that's the stupidest thing you've ever told me, but yes, I agree.
Okay. Those of you who are ascending the stairs, which is where Kevin was heading, it lets off in another landing. This is a much wider, much larger area in general, with stacks of books that go up nearly 20 phones high. It's very big, stuffed completely full with books, many of which in different languages or names that you just don't recognize, or obscure topics that might not mean anything, but it doesn't look like there's any repeats of books here.
There's a lot of books.
Yeah.
Cassette's gonna walk down to where Kevin is, and are those book stacks? They're not on shelves, are they? They're just stacks on the floor?
No, I mean like stacks as in bookshelves, the ones that are 20 feet high, 20 phones high, those are shelves.
Okay. And are they where Kevin is standing?
It's in the room where Kevin is. Basically, he's in an oval room, and all sides, except for the stairway that you came in, and a walking path directly ahead, all of that is covered in books.
Okay. Can she take a look at one of the bookshelves and see if the books are in any particular order?
Sure. Roll a investigation check. That sounded good.
Yeah. Oh, can I give her the help action? Because I was thinking of doing the same thing.
Sure. So you roll with advantage.
I roll with advantage?
Deus is helping you.
Oh, what a pal. What a pal. 6.
Oh, that was with advantage?
Oh, wait. I used the wrong advantage. Hold on.
Advantage means you roll twice.
9. So that's much better than I had. It's a 9.
Sure. It doesn't appear that the books are in numerical order because they're not really numbered. It doesn't appear that they're in alphabetical order. Your best guess is maybe they're arranged by subject matter, but you can't really tell how to discern one from another.
Oh, so like the titles don't give any hints?
I mean, there's a lot of titles here, but most of these hint at mundane things or historical censuses. Like, there's one where it's literally cataloging every known species in Thanalan. Things of that nature.
Okay. And some are in a different language, like you mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Grandpapa would not approve. These books are not easy to navigate through.
What's your armor class?
Oh. 17.
Oh, okay. As you're saying that, one of the books just literally flies off the shelf at eye level and smacks you in the forehead.
Ah.
And then it falls to the ground.
Remember, you're not supposed to talk bad about the books. You just said that.
You're right. I forgot. She kind of pouts a bit and looks down at the book.
The book
And
is,
sort of
the book's title is Organizational Methods.
Yeah.
As sort of an apology to the book, she bends down and gently picks it up, and she gently puts it back in the spot that it originally flew out from.
Okay. It does not seem to show you any gratitude.
It's a rude book.
Then she's gonna walk away from it.
Keep an eye out for on the shelves.
Yeah, I actually have a list of 7 books that we should be looking for.
Yeah, at some point I'm going to give you those titles.
I was going to ask how can
none of them would be here, sorry. None of them in this area.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, but she said they're in the library.
Hey,
Remind me tomorrow. I'll give them to you.
Mr. or Mrs. Book, we're trying to look for our friend Fifi. She was here and she was screaming. She's like this little, what do you call them? Like little people, you know, like the lollies. Lollapel. Have you seen a Lollapel walking around or reading?
The books do not respond.
Thanks for the
That's
help.
a sentence. Yeah, that just
Maybe you should try insulting him again.
Think that might help?
No.
Alright, stupid book. Take me to Fifi right
So
now.
assess the angel.
Or I'm gonna burn you all down.
Oh my god. You're literally saying that?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Kevin,
Yeah.
you just hear a rumbling, and everybody around you sees like the shelves vibrating. As one by one, each shelf seems to empty out as books fly at Kevin, just completely burying him under an avalanche of books. You take 6 points of damage.
How many paper cuts?
And you have 2 paper cuts in between your fingers.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I'll retire.
That's a paper cut right at the corner of the mouth.
Oh, no.
You want to know why I stopped becoming an adventurer?
What do you say?
You want to know why I stopped being an adventurer?
Because you took a book to the knee?
2 paper cuts. It's out of my finger.
One by one, the books slowly filter off of Kevin and put themselves back on the shelves.
Sorry,
Cassette
Kevin, I was
just
on
kinda-
the way.
Cassette just kind of stand backs and
See, Professor, I told you, me and libraries, something about it. We don't get along too well.
I don't think we're gonna get very far in stopping those.
Yeah, I won't say anything anymore. It was just, we were trying it out.
May I please have a book about Lollapels? Please.
Roll a persuasion check.
You know, Kevin, making those comments about these books here seems like a big gamble. We might as well just call you a bookie.
There is a stack of books that are on the floor, about 10 books. And as you say that, the way that you say that, no books come off the shelf. But the stack of books on the floor just falls over. But upon closer inspection, it's making an arrow pointing in the direction of deeper in the library.
Oh, wow.
Well, that didn't work out. I thought it was going to come to me and we can read up on where Fifi was, but I guess we're lost.
That's it
Well,
was a good try, though, kid.
maybe
I got a good feeling about this direction, though, and I'm gonna walk the direction of the arrow.
might be a little tired, but I think the books are pointing in that direction.
They don't have fingers, so what are you talking about?
I don't know, I think.
Come on.
Did you bring your brain too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap real fast. I'm not feeling so good.
Soul's just like finally having moments of clarity and nobody is listening to him.
Well, Toddy seems to know where he's going. Maybe we should just follow him for a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. They may not have fingers, but they definitely got spines.
Tavi, you hear a voice in your head. In fact, it's like 20 or so voices all kind of melded into one. Tavi, I keep thinking about those other pirogos, Ribbit.
We should just leave them be.
Wrong number.
I didn't know there were any others. Ribbit.
Neither did I.
We're gonna stew on this one.
Means that you guys have a chance, at least.
Yeah. And then the voice goes away, and you feel like that presence in your head kind of pulls back. However, Tavi seems to be leading the way at the moment. I'm assuming everybody's following. Okay.
Yeah, Soul's probably hanging like in the rear, like bringing it up because he moved very slowly and not thinking super fast.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can Cassette kind of stand for a bit and look back to where Soul is and just ask, Soul, how is your ankle? Is it still bothering you?
I'm still moving slowly, but I think I walked it off a little bit.
Okay, let me know if you need any help. I can let you use my glaive.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, and then she just continues to walk on.
Before you do that, when you turn around to look at Soul, you notice something interesting. Those large doors that opened when you entered have closed themselves. And there appears to be like some kind of rod just stuck in between two handles that seem to be keeping it shut. Kind of like, barring a door with a 2x4 kind of thing.
Okay, so she kind of stops after she took a few steps and then takes a look back behind her, but kind of leans a little bit to where she's looking around Soul, and that's when she notices the stuff on the doors. She kind of looks like she's thinking really hard about it. Like, it's possible that Soul
really
could have... What's that?
I heard you say cassette is really hard.
No, she's thinking hard about it.
Can we turn that down, please? A little bit.
So she's thinking hard about it and wondering, it's possible Soul could have closed the doors before he came up, but it doesn't make sense that he would lock the doors. So she looks back at Soul and she's like, hey, Soul, did you close the doors behind us?
They're closed.
I'm actually not sure. I might have. God, I need some sleep. Can I roll to figure out if I closed it or not?
We're gonna call it a memory check. You're just rolling wisdom. Is that nat one?
Yep. That's not where I roll this.
It's possible. You might have. You have no idea.
Soul just kind of puts his hands up and goes, it could have. I'm so sorry. I just didn't sleep last night.
Oh. Well, if you did, you did a good job. And then she continues on her way.
Soul feels very good about himself after that.
Sid's gonna be stepping out because he gotta go into work.
Okay.
Good luck, Mike.
Hi, Sid.
Love you, bud.
Later, Sid.
There'll be video. What's that?
Said later, Sid.
Oh.
Later. Okay, so.
Bye.
Bye.
Somebody do a super reaction.
Look like a super sad.
Time to get into so many shenanigans with Mike on.
Yeah. So we're gonna dress up Sid right now.
Polymorph him into a turtle.
Okay, so are you two doing anything with the information that the doors have closed behind you?
I don't think she's...
Yeah, just thinking about it.
And Cassette's not very bright, so with Soul telling her he might have done it, then she's like, well, if he could have done it, then all right, I'm not going to worry about it.
Don't sell yourself short. Your armor is very shiny.
She does keep it well maintained.
Yes. Okay, so the rest of the group is just a little bit further ahead of you at this point. The room that all of you come into, this one doesn't really have a lot of books on it. It appears to be, it's stone and marble. It's kind of cozy. There are several couches that are here. and tables. And one thing that you notice is there are 10 steaming cups of coffee sitting on a table. I don't know. How many of you are there?
How far did we lag behind, Sol and I?
Not far. You're not far behind them.
Okay.
Eight of us here plus Sid, right? And
There's 9 of us.
Plus NT?
Yeah.
10.
It's technically of everyone short of Dustin. Yeah. So the usual max attendance is 10.
Kevin goes to investigate one of the cups and smells it,
It smells like coffee.
sips it.
It tastes like coffee.
Soul's just like,
It tastes like a
need
tea
this.
you've tried
I was
once
about to say.
before.
Oh no.
oh no. It's Millie in the corner.
Hey, we can drink this thing. And he gulps it down. He didn't realize how thirsty he was.
Can
Is
we
it hot?
move that like right here maybe for today? Because everybody seems to be so weird on their sound. Can you guys say something and say?
Yeah.
Do you just?
There's no echo.
Okay, good.
okay.
Can you hear it okay though?
What about
I can hear it fine. Yeah.
Jess? Can you say something and?
Cassette's awesome. I'm super glad that I made her, and I'm hoping, well, no, I know that y'all are going to enjoy her, for sure.
Kevin
Famous last
disagrees.
words. Why'd you say it?
But we already are. Were you hearing yourself? Were you hearing yourself in the background? Or
Nope.
no? Okay, cool. I guess we don't need to keep it up there anymore.
No, you
If
don't. In
it's
fact,
here-
that might be the problem, right? Because it's giving some delay, so then the audio mixer is picking it up as, oh, I shouldn't be taking this out.
Maybe.
It's a guess. I don't know. It sounds great.
Anywho, good. Now I can actually hear you though. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, you're in this large room, and again, it's kind of cozy. They've got those blue flame braziers on the walls. Not a lot of books in here. There's a few. It looks like there's one section where there's a bunch of books kind of spread out on a table. And there is an empty cup of coffee next to it, or looks like cold coffee left over. It's not quite empty yet.
You think maybe Phoebe's here? You think that was her coffee?
Maybe. Does she drink coffee, Kevin? Have you ever seen her drink coffee?
I've never seen her drink coffee, no.
Yeah, neither have I. Might be somebody else that keep an
I
eye
haven't
on.
seen her specifically avoid drinking coffee.
I'm gonna yell
Oh.
out.
Dale's got a good point. We never saw Void drink
I've never
coffee.
had coffee, but I've never avoided coffee.
Was that your coffee?
This land.
Soul's so conflicted. What is happening?
Oh, I think you'll really like the coffee, Agul. So it's the blacker and the more bitter, the better. You know, it should like shock you and wake you up in the morning. Nothing like a fresh cup of coffee. It's the best part of waking up, you know, is that coffee in your cup.
Kevin worked for Folgers in the past.
Just say NT got him a marketing deal.
Yeah.
Soul's gonna drink one of the mugs.
Okay. It's warm, and it's like that gourmet shit that you get at the store. It's not like that shitty ground coffee. Sorry, it's Pulp Fiction.
It's like gourmet shit.
It's good coffee. It's black though. There's no cream or anything here.
Well, it's just coffee to me.
So, are you gonna finish the cup of it, like sip it, but finish?
No, he's gonna like.
You're downing
gulp it down.
Okay. For the next 5 hours, you do not feel the effect of exhaustion.
Good.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank
For
you,
5
Magical
hours.
Library, for the cup of coffee.
I don't know.
You know, I could go for a cup.
Surprise! It's poison. No.
Yes. These 10 cups is poisoned.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically-
if Soul
Yeah,
is
turn
good
off.
drinking and see the coffee, I'll grab a cup.
Yeah. There's enough coffee for everybody here, and then it's warm. It feels like it was freshly poured recently. But it tastes like good coffee. If you were to try to smell it or inspect it to see if it had poison in it, you don't detect any.
That stuff's great.
So, tell me, this Land Phoebe, she must be a Lalafell based on her name. what does she look like? Like, what are we looking for here?
Yeah, she looks like so imagine like a regular human, but like they kind of look like child shape, right? So they're like a little human, but not a halfling, you know.
Why is everything based on human? You're not even human.
You've got a point. It's also higher, not human.
So yeah, just think of like
I know what Lalafell are. Cosette's a Lalafell. I mean, like, what specifically does she look like? Like hair color?
Yeah,
like,
she has hair.
Jimmy, the only time anyone in the game is referred to as human.
I don't know. You're just gonna have to meet her. Fifi, you around here?
She looks like Inti with long hair.
I'm gonna ask Sid, and hopefully Sid, who's walking along, can describe her.
Okay, and he does. You guys are chilling in this room, though, right? For a minute, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I gotta finish my coffee.
Cassette's not gonna have any coffee. She says that it smells lovely, but she just can't stand the taste of it. Not unless it has lots of cream and lots of sugar.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay, so from one of the concession stations, which is it's kind of like just a counter, a pitcher of cream floats over to the table and sets itself down slowly next to Cassette.
She just kind of like has this expression on her face.
Kevin, realizing that something cool is happening, says, "Yeah, you know what goes real good with coffee? Burgers. I think I'm up for a burger again." He looks around. Nothing happens when you say that, Kevin.
You know, Kevin, I've never heard that one. Most people like coffee with a pastry.
With a pastry? Oh, you mean like sweetbread?
Sure, or like a croissant.
Zoom tight. You're sneezing a lot today.
Brother, but Jimmy, can you do me a favor? Slightly turn up John, slightly turn down Eric.
Check. 1, 2, 3. I am Kevin. Hello.
I'm just trying to get everybody balanced out because coming through the speaker, everybody seems to be like different levels.
I say weird things.
You're different levels.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're good. All right. So, is the smooth jazz music coming through by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is actually the music in game for it. I love it. Yeah. This is totally music I would listen to in a giant library. Yeah. So.
So
what
if I were
was I saying?
Fifi,
Go ahead.
if I were Fifi, I'd probably try to go to a place that had the most rare books, right? Because she just has a thirst for knowledge, and I feel like she'd want to go find the most rare books. Magic Library, 1, 2, 3. Can you show us a way to find Fifi? What I mean is to take a walk to a place where your rare books can talk. I figure you gotta do it in rhyme, like you know, in the fairy tales.
At first, nothing happens.
That was some pretty good rhyming there, Kevin.
You hear what sounds like a flapping sound coming from behind you, the room that is behind you, and it just floats right over next to Kevin and drops on the floor in front of him. Well, lands. Okay. The title of the book is No and Other Ways to Decline People.
I like this.
This book says the good books are that way. That's so helpful. Thanks, library.
Can any of us see the book?
Yes.
By Kevin?
Yes.
Kevin, I'm not feeling so tired anymore, and I don't think that's what the book said.
I'm positive I can read. Maybe your head's hurting a little bit. I read it perfectly fine. Oh shoot! Do you think when all those books hit me, I lost my ability to read? Professor, did I lose my ability to read again?
Just kind of at desk. Could he ever read?
Stay on the pad.
Oh man, that is so. It's okay. I've gone a long time without reading before. Hey.
You're so close.
Heart's in the right place, little buddy.
Did your best.
So, sorry, what did Kevin just say last?
He can't read anymore. At least he thinks he can't read anymore because he got hit in the head too hard and he lost his ability.
Okay. Another book flies by and it lands next to Soul.
Can I pick it up? What does it say?
It's written in Allegan.
Oh.
Zoom type.
Read Allegan?
You roll a. We're just gonna go with an intelligence check. Five? It's hard to make out, and it can't possibly be right because as you're reading it, the title says, "Learning My Letters: A Coloring Book." And when you flip through it, it's like teaching what letters look like, but they're Allegan. And it's written in Allegan, though. So it's like it's intended for somebody to be reading it to them.
Gotcha, okay. But I can't make out what it says, though.
Beyond the title, no. Like you're able to grok the title, but I know, I just use grok. You're able to get what the title is, but beyond that, it's, you might still be too tired, maybe.
So yeah, I'll just laugh and be like, Kevin, I don't think you read that first book right, so let's see what it is.
And the title says no and other ways to decline people.
Yeah, I don't think the library wants us to find the rare book section.
Alright, well, okay, I gotta think like Fifi. Kevin squats down and goes, books, so much knowledge, books are great, where are more books? I love books. I want to see all the best books. Just walking around the room.
Kevin, can you roll a perception check?
Yeah.
Actually, roll an investigation check.
Yeah, that's even worse, thanks.
No problem.
A two.
Okay. You don't think that you could think like Fifi?
I swear that would work. Anyone else want to try thinking like Fifi?
Cassette's gonna look up at Sid and ask, do you think she might be in the place you last thought she was?
Maybe I'm tired like Soul, but what place was that?
Okay, so out of character, what she's trying to say is because Sid and she doesn't know this, but because Sid and Sherbin had asked Fifi to look for all these things in the library, that maybe she would be in the section where those books would be about, and whatever it was that she was looking for them. So then,
unless I'm mistaken, I believe Fifi was asked to look for books on primals. Am I right?
I think it was primals and anything regarding the Circle of Knowings
and
interactions
Fae.
with Legion. That,
And the Fae.
Yeah, the Fae, but the Circle of Knowings interactions with the Legion at that excavation that they interrupted.
Right.
Cartano.
Yes. You have a mind like a steel trap. I am so impressed.
Yeah.
Going
No, seriously, just remembering Cartano from something that literally happened 50 sessions ago. That's crazy, man. That's really awesome.
Thanks.
I barely remember my character's name.
And now Cartano is somewhere where PvP takes place. Not in this, in Yeah, so that's what they were looking at. Books on the Fae, books about primals, and books about Cartano. Okay. So what were you asking Sid then?
She was asking if he remembered the place or the things that he wanted her to look up, and maybe she could still be in the areas where those things or subjects are located at in the library. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And Sid just recounts to you exactly what we just talked about, what Fifi was looking for. But I don't know my way around this library. I'm not necessarily sure what their sorting system is or where certain books would be.
Would Sid know about any sort of a catalog that they keep? It is a library.
I've never been in here, and until about a month and a half ago, I lived inside of a snow globe.
Yeah, but in the snow globe, you did live in a book suppository, Professor.
Deus, it's repository.
Well, yeah.
Oh, so
Can Cole hear all this?
Yeah.
Cole's gonna go, oh wow, it's a shame this library is so, like, messed up that we can't figure out where anything is. If only something could show us where the books are.
That's walking a fine line.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm kind of loving this.
20.
20. Okay. You just hear like the sound of thousands of pages being turned at once as a flock of books comes by and lands in front of you. First of all, making us an angry face, like what the fuck did you just say, bitch? And then several arrows like pointing directly back to where you entered.
Oh, from where we entered. I feel like it's telling us to leave.
The smiley face now looks like a face palming face. Or the angry face now looks like it's face palming.
Oh, Cassette kind of jumps up and down a little bit with her hands up, waving. Maybe it's telling us, I'm sorry, there's more than one book. Maybe they're telling us to go back to the entrance because there were a lot of books there too. Maybe what we're looking for is where those books are in the front. And Cassette kind of looks at the face for confirmation.
The face, as soon as you said the face turned from angry to smiling, and then the arrows immediately, as you're starting to point out, oh, maybe it's at the front, one of the arrows completely turns around and just points directly at Cassette. It rearranges itself to point right at Cassette.
Yay! You have the book on you?
Oh, there's Fifi. I didn't know that Cassette was.
Do you have one book on you?
Oh, well, I pointed at her, so I wonder if the book from the front, she had it, so.
That's not what I was trying to convey.
That's the message I took.
Fifi gets it. She knew she answered right. Or not Fifi. Who am I? Cassette.
Oh, Fifi's dead, but is inhabiting Cassette's body. Surprise, Cassette's been Fifi the whole time.
But it was me, Fifi.
Okay, are you following your plan and going back to the front?
She is, for sure.
Okay. Once you get back to the front, the reception area has several books, large books, like we're talking like the thickness of this table, or the length of this table, and width. That's the word I was looking for. But thick books, right? And it looks like you can turn through them. You get the idea that this might be an index of some sort. of what's in the library. But you're also able to get a closer look at that door, and it's definitely closed behind you, and it doesn't look like it'll be easy to open.
What's wrong with the door?
You want to look at it?
Yeah, I'll look at the door.
Roll an investigation check.
No.
I'm also gonna go look at the door to try and remember if I've opened and closed stuff.
I'm gonna start looking at the indexes.
Sure.
Okay, well I roll a 1.
Second one of the night.
Can I also investigate the door?
Well, it would have been advantage for one of you because you both were investigating.
Well, you go ahead and roll the second one.
All right, so same thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I got a 1. So
It's a nat 20, baby.
Oh, I thought that was another one. I'm like,
That's what I was about to lose it because I was the one that
bookended
was their
we
the
bookended
logo
it
there.
in the library. That's awesome. We won.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, we won, David.
Okay. Well, I guess we're
You wrote down the nat one, right?
I did, and wrote down the 20.
So it's a 26 for my
Sure.
investigation.
You definitely did not close this door. The door closed itself, and there appears to be a rod that isn't touching anything, just kind of floating in midair in between two handles. And if you were to like push or pull open the doors, that rod would be stopping.
I reach out to touch the rod to see if I can lift it up out of the handles.
Reach out and touch. You can't move the rod. But it doesn't hurt you.
One might say it's movable.
You might not be familiar with what that is.
Try a little harder, Saul. Get it.
With
Just
a
float
20, with a 20, I will say there appears to be a switch that is what's the word I'm looking for? Not embedded. Embedded. Thank you. Embedded in the rod. And it's a small circular little button.
What happens when I push it?
The rod falls.
Oh, good. See, that was a fire violation there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The great yoga fire of 415 taught us that.
Yoga fire.
I don't want the library to be shut down, so glad we did that.
Evan's gonna take out the little earpiece and try to get in contact with Amelie. Fifi, sorry.
With Fifi?
Yeah. Hey, Fifi, can you hear me? I can't keep this thing in my ear for too long or it's gonna explode.
You just hear static.
That's the way.
Okay. All right, so the door potentially could be opened now. Are you doing anything about that?
How big was the rod? Like, is it still? Oh, okay. So no, I was picturing like a giant one.
No.
No, it's just the fact that the rod's off, I think Soul's
Maybe you're leaving the rod.
I'll take the rod.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick it in my face bag.
Oh. Can you roll a D100, please?
Okay.
Let's see if we can reactivate it. Okay.
67.
Hold on. Maybe I'll look something up.
Yeah, at least take it on a date before you put your rod in its face.
You feel something as you reach into the bag, trying to grasp your hand, and it's getting stronger and stronger, but you pull your hand out and you're okay.
Do any of us notice?
I don't know. Did they say anything?
I say, let go. And I pull my hand out of it.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. My bag got a little grabby, that's all.
Huh.
Did Sid identify that bag?
He identified all the medical stuff.
Identify does not always point out when something's cursed. Not saying that this is cursed.
No, it's just got a creepy face on it.
Just from Hot Topic.
You're leaving the rod in the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. What are you doing?
I was reading the index.
Okay. The index appears to have ink that is moving around. And, like, it's in order, but it's like you saw there are some titles that are moving around from books that were thrown at you. You now see that No and Other Ways to Decline People is now listed as being in the coffee nook.
Nice.
What was it?
Amazing.
Yeah. But otherwise, there is massive lists of books here. In fact, there's 3 volumes of
alphabetical
this.
in this.
It is
book?
It's first sorted by section and then alphabetical.
Section or category?
Category.
Okay,
Sorry.
and do the categories have like headers?
It's section and category. And yes, there are headers for the categories.
Then I'll try to find the first one that says primal.
Okay. There are some books about it. One of them is listed as currently being in the Coffee Nook. And then there are several others that are in the entryway stacks, which is what you walk through to get here, the oval room. And then there's another one listed as somewhere deeper in the library that you haven't been yet, so you're not really sure. But then, you're looking for primals. You find another section that says restricted with a big red X on it. And there are book names that are listed there, but it will not tell you where they are. It just says restricted.
Well, there is indeed a restricted section, but it's also a mystery section in that it doesn't say where it is. Unless the kind and pretty books would like to tell us where the restricted section is.
Roll persuasion check.
Yeah. 18.
Okay. As you wait for it, you see like there is a rippling on the pages of the book as something is coming out of it. It appears to be like a purple head with small horns and red eyes with no pupils. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay. The book shoots a laser at you from its eyes. It hits you, and you take 6 points of damage, and then the face just melts back into the book.
Well, that was very rude, Mr. Book.
It does not respond.
Seems like the library doesn't want us to find that restricted area.
Well, there has to be some way to access them, or they wouldn't have them in the first place.
I don't know Fifi, but if I know our party, I'm pretty sure that Fifi is going to be in the restricted section.
That was my thinking as well. You lot have a knack for being places you probably shouldn't be.
Seth's still kind of looking around, and she wonders aloud, I wonder where the staff are, or custodians. Doesn't a library usually have staff to keep things together, especially if they have visitors?
There's like a reception desk in that area we're in right now, right?
Can I roll an Arcana check to determine if that laser face was an automated defense or a sentient defense?
Sure. Let's see. Arcana?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Arcana is what you should roll.
Right.
Yeah.
I will use Tides of Chaos for that.
Oh boy.
It doesn't do anything until I recharge it. That is 23.
You've never been in a room like this. You've never been in a building like this. But you have been around plenty of Fae. You would guess that this is not automated.
Well, I think whatever the custodians of this place might be, the angsty face that decided to shoot me in the face, so with intent, wasn't like an automated reaction. So it might be one of the custodians, or it might be employed by the custodians. Could potentially try talking to it again, though if somebody else wants to present their face.
I use legend lore on the Great Google Library to find out what if the custodians are magical and stuff like that.
What did I tell you the drawback was of the legend lore?
I can use it once a week.
Once a week, and was there anything else?
Just a time limit.
Okay.
I think that's just that.
You're gonna cast it?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you want to use it.
Yeah, I think so. I think at this point, Soul would want to know more about the library and its inner workings and whatnot.
Laser face.
Laser. Okay. This is your first time casting this spell. And you're surprised to learn that you know exactly how to cast it. Even though just the fact that you even know the spell is very new to you. When you reach deep within yourself, what was that?
I was yawning, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Your vision goes black and you see yourself just kind of standing in a sea, like a pitch black sea, but you can see ripples with light shining off of it. And as you're looking around, looking below yourself, you just see scenes, like people, places, objects, things just flying by in a hurry. And then suddenly it starts to slow down as you see the Great Google Library in front of you. And then that dims out of view and you're left with your reflection in the water. And something that stands out is you're wearing the red mask that you've been seeing in your dreams. And then all the information about the library comes flooding into your head.
Wow. Okay.
So, the Great Google Library was built by the Charlians before they built Idleshire or any of the campus buildings here. It goes back at least 500 years. They had employed older magics that they had read about that are now lost to time to keep the library in good shape. And there are custodians of the library that are not human and not necessarily alive, but not dead, right? At some point, you see Charlian scholars running out of the building, being chased out of the building by something. Some of them being caught, pulled away backwards. Not all of them made it out. But after a fair number do get out, the door closes itself behind it and locks itself in place. That is all that you got before a time skip forward and you see the door opening with a small Lalafell woman casting a spell on the door to open it and walking in. That's all you got from it.
So I think former custodians were driven out by what I don't know. Could be the laser eye that you saw in the book. But I was able to see, I'm pretty sure it was Fifi going into the library here, so she's definitely somewhere in here. I don't think I don't know if any of the quote-unquote custodians that are left here are going to be very helpful to us. Is there any other rooms in this area to go into, or is it just like
you haven't passed the coffee nook yet? Oh. But you did see in your vision this is a massive library, and you did get like a rough layout, like a very fast-moving aerial view of the library. And recalling it perfectly would be difficult, but you do have an idea. You know that once you get past that coffee nook, there are several forking paths that you can take to explore the library.
Are there any areas of this?
He used legend lore in case you didn't catch that.
Are there any areas of this overview that I'm seeing that are darker or hidden compared to the rest of them?
Not in your memory, no. And you're not still seeing it.
Okay.
You're like, the spell ended.
Okay.
But you have that information that you picked up from there, but whether or not you retain that is...
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that fairly limits our options to either exploring until we find it, or attempting to persuade or otherwise compel Laserface to give us more information.
Soul looks at the book where the Laserface came from. Does it have? No. Maybe we should talk about it out loud. Soul, when she gets that together. I think we're gonna be on our own here. I don't think anything's gonna help us the way that we wanted to in here.
Well, we'll give it one more shot before we try. So I'll go back to the Laserface book.
Soul's gonna go to the opposite side of the room as far away as he can.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I just hear from the book, I'm a firing weapon. I don't exist anymore.
The book grows gigantic lips and a huge comes out. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to, excuse you, I'm going to cast Suggestion as I say this, and request of Laserface. Well, that was a very pretty laser you shot in my face there. But would you be so kind as to point us in the direction of of the restricted section so we could remove our forlorn and lost friend from your library?
I know you're using Suggestion, but roll Persuasion too.
That was good. I like that.
28.
It doesn't shoot you.
It shoots me twice.
It just kind of scowls. What languages do you speak?
Common, Sylvan, Celestial, Infernal.
In Infernal.
Oh.
To anyone who doesn't speak Infernal, this sounds like crackling flames and dirt being crunched underfoot.
The Elementals Disney movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's good, but it's all about different species or races of creatures.
Elements, yeah.
The fire people speak like that. They're like, spell your name, and then it's talking like you're listening to a crackling fire.
They stole it from me then. No, I haven't seen the movie. I had no desire to see the movie, so
It's
I
sweet.
didn't know. To you, your friend is taken care of and no longer needs to leave. We have matters in hand. But you can go. Or stay. Kenji and Omega have been kind of quiet. The two of you doing anything in particular?
Nope.
Nah, just kind of examining the scene as it unfolds.
Taking this in.
Okay. I feel bad because you guys haven't really done much the last little while. I'm trying to include
That's why I
everybody.
stopped talking, because I felt like I was doing a lot.
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. It's a library. Omega doesn't do shit with books.
Okay.
Alright, then I'll reply back in Infernal. And what if we wish to join our friend, wherever they might be within your halls?
Then push into the restricted section and get yourself caught.
Well, that sounds like fun. Where might that be?
The face melts back into the book.
Yeah, well. Alright, I'll repeat everything it said to the group.
In Infernal, so it still sounds
Yes.
odd.
Sounds like I swallowed a torch. Well, Mr. Laserface seems to imply that Fifi got caught in the restricted section, and
So cute tonight.
We're not getting her back unless we get in the restricted section ourselves. Didn't shoot me in the face this time, though, so...
I still can.
Make me dispel you.
Cassette just kind of looks at Fifi in amazement. Or, God, you're not Fifi. Aoul.
Very racist.
Short people look the same.
So Cassette looks at Aoul in complete and total amazement. And after a moment, like her jaw is just... And after a moment, she kind of looks back at the book and then back at Aoul and just... They were talking? That is the worst sore throat I ever heard. Do they need some water?
You gonna pour some water on the book?
She's only thinking about a throat.
Giggity.
Well, the language it spoke was infernal, which would line up with what that witch Rowena was saying about the imp she wanted to enslave.
You call Rowena a witch?
Yes, it is.
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back.
Gotta pee it. Oh, right. And... Okay, no wild.
No wild charge?
No, not this time. So that would make sense with the countenance of Mr. Laserface, with the horns and the red eyes. That lines up with the infernal void scent. Rowena wasn't wrong when she said they're not exactly the nicest people around, but and that would also line up with what Sol said about the original caretakers being ran off from the library if they had used void scent to man the books, so to speak. They've been known to be kind of unruly at the best of times, so that could very well have accounted for why they were driven off.
Well, that's very aggressive customer service.
Maybe it was a workers' union revolt. But it seems we'll have to just wander around until we find the restricted section, and then, based on what he was saying, or they or she, angry lasers, whatever their gender may be, definitely sounds like if we go a searching, we're going to get more than just a laser to the face.
If you were a restricted section, where's the place you'd most likely be in a place like this?
Well, the professor always kept me away from where all the really old books were. Not sure why.
Kevin, that's because those were the adult books, not the old books.
Oh! But I'm an adult now, so I can go read those books, right?
Sure, just go to the Cliffside Library, Kevin.
Dang, Professor, you didn't gotta say it that way.
Sorry, I've been a little on edge lately.
Well, Fey logic would dictate it you hide it in plain sight, but Fey didn't build this place, so that's probably not the case.
Well, the big library in Ishgard usually has its restricted sections as far away from the entrance as possible, and usually in a basement?
Hey, library, can you give us a map of this library, please?
Nothing.
Can you give us a book about this library that might have a map in it, please?
Something flies towards Kevin.
Ducks. Gets ready to get hit.
It stops in front of you and just kind of floats there. It's not a book so much as a pamphlet.
Does it have pictures?
It has a picture of the library painted on it.
I think this might be what we're looking for. And I hand it. I guess it's not really here. I'll hand it to DX.
To DX?
Yep.
Okay. It's a pamphlet. It says, "Welcome to the Great Google Library. Here's a list of rules." And it's just like, do not drag mud into the library. Do not set fire to the books. Do not drink around the books. Do not XXX. And then it's like underlined multiple times. Stay out of the restricted section. It says, "Have a nice day."
Okay, so does the pamphlet say where the restricted section is so
No.
we know not to go there?
It does not.
This pamphlet's pretty smart, Kevin.
It was safe, DX.
Well, it's not telling me where the restricted section is.
Oh. Okay, hey, Bugs, can you show us where the restricted section is so we know not to go there? Because we don't want to break any of your rules.
Wow.
And Kevin's being genuine.
Yeah.
He's like not gonna lie.
3 smaller books. They're not like they're squares. They're basically perfect squares. Just come and land right in front of Kevin. Just like one book. Dot.
Oh. Okay. All right. So is there like a diagram, like a floor plan of the library in the pamphlet?
No.
Hey, library, how are we supposed to like find our way through this place? It's really confusing and really big. Like usually there's like a librarian that can help us and point us in the right direction. But I don't see one here.
Several books from the coffee nook that you recognize that made the arrows pointed back towards this area fly your direction, and they land and make arrows pointed back towards the coffee nook.
Okay. Well,
It seems you might as well just keep on exploring until you find something interesting. I'd wager if it's the restricted section, the more resistance we face, probably the closer we are.
that's a good idea.
Plus, when in doubt, look to the books. Master.
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about Page Master in so long. 1990?
Yeah, like 96 or something like that.
No, it had been before 96. Because Independence Day came out in 94.
Yeah.
Anyway, so are you going back to the coffee nook?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, from the coffee nook, there is one exit, other than the one you came through already, that's leading out into another part of the hall. Did you want to do anything else in the coffee nook before you leave?
Is there more coffee?
The cups that you left have been refilled.
All right, I'll have another cup of coffee then.
Are there any signs of like where the person who was like drinking in the corner? There was like a cup that was drunk. Is there any like evidence around there of where that person would have gone?
There's a bunch of books. Some of them already open, like left open. Others like stacked up on the bench next to, like the edge of the bench.
Books about primals.
There are some books about primals. There's books about the Fae there. A lot of it seems to be mostly cursory things. It doesn't seem like there's anything super in-depth here. But if you were to guess, Len Fifi was probably here.
Yeah, I think this was Fifi.
To make sure I have the correct understanding, there have been no diverging paths up to the coffee nook.
Correct.
And then there's whatever path from the coffee nook is at that next spot is when we have.
You would assume. You haven't seen it yet, so. But yeah, you would. There's no hint of where that person went. Just that the coffee is cold and it looks like it's been sitting there for quite some time.
Dust on the ground.
There is some dust on the benches. Actually, I take that back. You've not seen any dust in here. It's like it's been cleaned, like continuously cleaned. But the cup has not been moved and it had a little bit of liquid left in it, and that seems to have kind of glazed over on top. When you leave like coffee in a cup for too long, just sitting on your
oil
counter.
film on top.
So it's got that. But beyond that, no.
And I still have in mind the like layout and
A rough layout.
roughly. So I think Soul's gonna keep walking
Sure.
towards
Okay.
Sorry.
As soon as you get here, you realize that it's basically a T intersection. So you walk a little bit further out. There's some artificial lighting. So it's imitation windows. Like, there's no possible way that these windows would be facing the outside. The wall that would only be inside. But to either side of you, it looks like there's halls that you can go down.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Is just like it looks the same both ways. No sort of.
There's a green path headed this way and a purple path headed that way. So west is green, purple east. I have that backwards. East to west.
But west is green and east is purple?
Yeah. And the only difference in coloring is the carpeting that's on the ground.
Oh, I'm kind of on which way to go here. I don't know if anybody has a feeling one or the other, but probably have to check them both out.
I said we go down green first.
I'm with you.
Is that the whole group, or are you split? No.
No, we'll all go.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, we'll go.
Okay. The hall's longer than you thought it would be. As you're walking down it, you look behind you and you realize you've walked a considerable distance. We're almost done, Jess, if you can hold out for like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe not even that. But as you continue down the hall, you look behind it, and it feels like you walked really far, but the hall keeps going. Eventually, you come to... it's not a T intersection, it's just a curve, like a 90-degree angle. And when you turn over that, you see that there's a stained glass window that's illuminated there, and another 90-degree turn before it opens up into a larger room. The stained glass window is of a small green kind of bug-eyed creature wearing a cloak and holding a lantern and a book in its other hand that it's reading from.
Bug-eyed creature holding a book?
Yeah.
It's one of those
Have
frogs that
have I described those in this campaign yet? I can't
This
recall.
campaign, I don't think
Okay.
so. I'm thinking of something from another campaign.
Yeah. I mean, Jess already knows what it is, but...
I'm just glad it's not holding a kitchen knife.
Yep.
I'll put it in chat. It looks like...
Yeah, we have seen
this. When did you see them?
We saw one outside the ruins when we were going after Tiamin. One of them walked out of the wall, and one of the robots smushed it.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, okay. You see a stained glass window of that, but instead of a knife, it's holding a book.
Just picture it.
Oh, no.
Walks up, kabonk for 1 million damage.
El Kabong.
And that's on the way to the larger room or in the larger room?
So, hallway. You're going down the hallway. You make a 90-degree angle, right? And now you're face to face. Here's the stained glass window, and then next to the stained glass window, another 90-degree angle opens up into a big room.
So that would put it kind of behind
It's
the
like
wall
it's
of the T
snakes.
intersection?
Yes.
Okay.
In this room, there are a lot of tables, and it's very long. If you had to guess, this room is at least half a mall. At least 40 films high. And every single shelf, like every single part of the wall is covered in shelves, and every one of those shelves is packed full of books. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Those guys called again?
Tonberries. And that's where we'll pick up next week. Yeah. I had a good one with this one. Thanks for coming, or thanks for being here. Next week ought to be fun. I forgot to ask, do we want to play on Halloween? Is that what you're about to say? Yeah. Because Halloween's in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, I might be gone. I'll because I'm supposed to go to my boss's house. I'll let you know, but I'm probably in now.
I'm totally cool just taking that Tuesday off.
Yeah, we can take the week off.
3 weeks. Okay, yeah. Halloween, we will not be playing.
Okay.
Mostly just wanted to tell my wife I was going to be there to hand out candy with her.
Sure. I mean, it's also Game 7 of the World Series. If it gets there, would be that night, so that'd be fun. But yeah. Okay, that's it. You guys, for tomorrow and Friday, you better be hoping with all your hope that the Twins are able to beat the Astros, because we're down 2-1 right now.
Oh no, that's the 5 you said?
That's 5, yeah. What was that?
I said fuck the Astros.
I hate the Astros, but I hate their fans even more. Like, I was on Reddit, and I was just getting excited. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a really exciting matchup. And somebody's like, you are way too confident. And I'm like, okay. It's like, the Twins are going to get stomped by the Astros, which they did today. But I'm like, dude, okay.
Being excited.
Exciting
Yeah,
matchup.
it literally is
Bye.
by as soon as we were down, like down, the dude's like, see? I'm like, go the fuck away.
Congratulations, Captain Hindsight.
Yeah.
This is such a miserable way to be a fan.
Yeah, it's like you just get your rocks off.